Are you guys ready to do a podcast?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're clean on this, so.
Tone would love to have me, but
we love to.
Whoa!
You know what? And I'm gonna
You
double
suck.
down. You would love to have me too, Paul.
Yo, James, don't call him directly. He might cut you out. Call me first, and I'll translate.
Do you smell what the book is cooking?
What I like to say is movement fails opportunity when opportunity fails to move.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now that I realized that I muted myself, I was laughing because every time I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I was laughing because every time the intro, that first part of the intro plays with D-Lo, it never fails. Literally every time Tone starts shaking his head. But welcome to Gumball Sports Machine, the show where we laugh, we hug, or we laugh, we love, we hug, we cry, we smile. Most importantly, we are positive. And yes, it is game 7. Unfortunately, that is not the big story of the day so far. Gucci said it best. No Tyrese Halliburton. As Tyrese Halliburton left the game, what looks to be like a torn Achilles, unfortunately. So, but as always, I got to get to my brothers, man. As always, I am not on my own. I am not by myself. I got my uncle, my dog, my OG, my brother. Triple OG Tone.
What's good, Molly Mom?
Oh, you know, keeping it above water. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do that. Yeah, like you said, though, sad moment, man. Seeing a player like Hallie go down in game 7. Like, man, game 7 of the finals is crazy.
Early in the game too, man. Early in the game, that one hurt for definitely a likable guy too. But it is not just us two today. We got David Largo, D-Lo, co-host D-Lo in the building.
Low.
David Largo, how are you feeling, my brother?
I feel kind of out of place. I'm the only one not wearing a hat today.
I know. Usually you're always wearing a hat.
I know. I'm trying to fix the mop on my head, so I got to let it loose. You know.
Hey, you know what I like to say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it's pretty broke, but I'm still trying to fix it.
Well, I guess put it like
it is very broke, and I am trying to fix it. So
I can relate to it. Fellas, let's get into this game, man. Obviously, the Indiana Pacers are up 48-47, as you can see at halftime in the NBA Finals of Game 7. Of course, that not being the biggest story of the game so far. Tyrese Halliburton does lose, or he does get hurt in the first quarter with about 5 minutes remaining. Again, what looks like to be a torn Achilles. But fellas, we've seen this before. You know the risks that come with the calf strain. We've seen it with Kevin Durant. He came back from a calf strain, first game back, tears his Achilles, and he's done for the year. And it looks like that's going to be the same situation for Tyrese Halliburton. But pertaining to this game, Tone, but even to Gucci's point, the Pacers still have a chance to win. They still have a chance to win. But SGA, he's doing everything so far. But right now, Tone, what do the Pacers need to do or keep doing in order for them to have a chance to go win this game?
What I think they're doing is playing phenomenal defense. They got to keep that up. I thought that there was going to be a little bit of a drop-off for them after Hallie got hurt, but it looked like there was actually a slowdown for OKC. They had made a little bit of a run. I think they got up 5 points, and then they let them get back in the game. They did that twice. But yeah, for the Pacers, I'd say keep playing defense. Nembhard's got 2 fouls, but he's playing great defense on SGA, and SGA still got 16 points.
Yeah,
But,
SGA. Yeah, he's balling right now.
making them work for those 60. Made them work for those 16. Not just him. They're switching. But they got to keep playing great defense. And then the others on offense, they got to step up. Pascal's holding it down, but the others got to step up. Because what was my prediction? Third quarter run.
Third quarter, yeah,
Late third quarter. This is when I think they're gonna. This is when I think it's gonna happen. I think OKC is gonna get their foot on the pedals and then get it rolling.
D'Lo, obviously the Pacers are up by 1 going into the third quarter. Third quarter just began. 11:35 left in the third quarter. What do the Pacers need to do or continue doing in order to come out with the NBA championship tonight in Game 7?
Yeah, I mean, Tone said it best. That the defense, they have to not only continue what they're doing in containing the other guys, but they also have to find a way to make SGA dish the rock. And they haven't really done that in the first half. I mean, he's got 16 already. So I think that's the biggest key, because all of the others are not having a great game. Jada, the last time I checked, he was 2 for 7. So Chet has not shot the ball well in this series. The others, they're 4 for 18 right now from the 3. They're not shooting the ball well. And so if that is the case, you have to get the ball out of SGA's hands, and you have to force them to continue to live and die by that number. And if they do, I think that they could win with or without Hallie right now. But offensively, someone's got to step up and help Pascal. And I think that guy has to be Benedict Mathurin. I think he has a way of flipping a switch and getting it going offensively. And if he can do that, I think that they have a good chance.
Yeah, I think the best part about this Pacers team in this game so far is that it looks like they got over, obviously, in real time with all the adrenaline going, but it looks like they got over the Halliburton injury quickly. They didn't let it linger. They didn't let it affect their game, at least not for too long. But you guys mentioned their defense. Their defense has been phenomenal so far in this game. They're playing team defense. I mean, Lou Dort just hit a 3 from 40. So and they played great defense the whole possession. But
Great.
Yeah, but OKC, look at that. I mean, they're playing fantastic defense. Goodness, the one thing that they're gonna have to do better though, Indiana, is rebound the basketball. You're going to have to rebound the basketball better. If you don't, this game will end quickly.
Yeah, for a good game though. That's what we get.
Yeah, we're getting a great game right now.
We're getting a great game.
Andrew Nembhard, he is going to have to step up. He had a pretty big 3 to actually put the Pacers up at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
But he's, hopefully that's the one that he sees go through. And so that one, goodness, the Pacers are just.
Lou Dort hit the bottom of
Ben Mathurin. Oh my gosh, that was a circus shot. Speaking of a circus shot by Jalen Williams. Oh my gosh. 56-51 remaining in the first half. In the third quarter. The Oklahoma City Thunder are up. This is now again, Tone, like you said, they're going to have to, the Pacers that is, are going to have to sustain this third quarter run that the Thunder are going to make. They're going to have to do it. And now if the Pacers let the Thunder's other guys, the others, right? Not SGA, but the J-Dubs, the Chets, the Aaron Wiggins, the Kyson Wallaces, if they let those guys get involved, this is going to be trouble. But that's going to be the big thing for the Pacers right now, is to be able to withstand the Thunder's run that they're inevitably going to go on.
Yeah, I just think, I don't want to say like star power, because to me, Jalen Williams hasn't got there yet. He's not in that circle, but he's balling. Like he and Chet have been fighting for Robin this entire season, and he's had some great offensive He's gonna play defense, but he's had some great offensive games, especially in what he had the first 40 point, or he's the youngest.
Yeah,
player.
the youngest, the third youngest player to get 25 plus points in 3 straight NBA Finals games.
Yeah, so like I just think he's gonna step up, and
Yeah.
they just have again, they don't have star power, but they have more. Like I trust him more than I trust Neymar. And
Yeah.
Neymar's a baller, but it's just it just is what it is. I also trust Chet to come out, better more offensively than I do Miles Turner. And so I could just keep going down the line. You know what I'm saying? I trust Caruso more than I trust Ben Mathurin. And I love Ben Mathurin's game. I think he could be one of those guys and average 24, 25 points. He needs to be more consistent. But I trust Caruso, give me 3 steals and 12 points more than I do Ben Mathurin to score 20 points. I do. And so
bro, somebody's gonna have to step up. I mean, SGA isn't even having that great of a game, but somebody's gonna he leads the team in points.
He's doing what he needs to do. Like if Pascal was matching his points, this game's going. But Pascal's just not known for that. He plays defense. He boards up. He's not. This would be the night if he was going to.
Now to bring in our 4th member of our Game 7 NBA Finals crew tonight, and somebody that we're looking to have on the show tonight because of something else that happened today. We'll talk about that later. Kyson, Killer K, has joined the show. Kyson, hey, what's going on, my boy?
Man, not much, man. Just chilling, just tuning in and out of this game. I just got home, so that's why I'm a little late. But happy to keep it up with this game, man. And I told y'all can't keep the Pacers in. Unfortunately, Hallie did go down, so they don't really have much of a chance. But they still do have a chance, in my opinion. This game's far from over, but I like what I've been seeing from the Thunder coming into the second half. They needed that energy. They needed that oomph because they were starting to lose momentum at the end of that second quarter. But
Yeah.
other than that, hey, what's up with y'all? First and foremost, man, how y'all doing, man?
Chilling.
This man is in such a good mood today, huh?
Game 7.
This man is in a
we-
great mood today.
Hey,
We'll get to that.
hey, we both in good moods. That's okay. We both in a good mood. Yeah,
I'm glad y'all happy. Glad y'all
Hey,
happy.
man, I'm just enjoying this game 7, man. I mean,
That's crazy that all
we
of
don't
y'all
get
are
game
involved,
sevens in the
too.
finals
Like, all
often.
of y'all are involved in the same situation.
What are y'all talking about, bro? We got finals basketball to talk about, man. Y'all worry about this other stuff. We got this finals game. Oh, man, it's a pretty good game.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I thought I heard something in the news when I woke up this morning earlier. But maybe not. We'll find out later.
We
will.
What? You're exactly right there, OG. As I fix my camera. But Kyson, we were just talking about it, man. What do the Pacers need to do to even stay in this game or to have a chance to win this game without obviously Tyrese Halliburton?
Everything, man. I think what they've been doing so far has been good. Like they've been playing dudes that you usually don't see playing, which is crazy for them because they already have a deep rotation. So to see them playing going even deeper into their bench, I think they're gonna play all 13 tonight. They're gonna have to be aggressive. TJ McConnell, he's been head first all night, all series really. All series he's been putting his head down, trying to get penetration, trying to get the defense to collapse so he can get his shooters open. Pascal Siakam is going to have to be ultra aggressive. There's no bad shot for him right now. Mathurin, Nemhard, um, those guys going to have to step up offensively, and then if you open, shoot it. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to right now, I don't think there's any bad shots for the Pacers right now. Like, be aggressive because I think they can keep up defensively. Like I said, the Thunder are going to do what they do, regardless. It's the offense I really worry about for the Pacers. So if they could just continue to be aggressive, get to the rim, get shooters open, and if Siakam can, put a cape on for a little bit, this could be a good game. They could possibly win it, but it's gonna be a tall task, man, for sure.
Yeah, the one thing that the Pacers are doing really well right now, I would say that stands out, is shooting the three ball. They're 10 to 20 right now. There's 10 to 20. If they continue to shoot. Now, again, this is the crazy part about this game. It's game 7. There's no more games after this. And we know, all of us know, anything can happen in a game 7 with or without your star player. Obviously, you'd much rather have them, but you don't. And so you got to get over it. You got to play through it. You got to battle through it. So far the Pacers have done just that. Again, but the thing is that the thing that they can't do, that they've been doing a little too much, is turn the ball over. They turn the ball over, D'Lo. And when you look at what the Thunder have been able to do off the turnovers and just get out in transition, now Miles Turner had a very good transition stop right there. But D'Lo, I mean, if you're the Pacers, you can't keep turning the ball over to this OKC team.
I mean, you can, but I mean, what are you really going to do? No Tyrese. He's the primary ball handler. He's the one that limits the turnovers. He's not in the game, and as much as we all like TJ McConnell, he's not really a playmaker. So when you think about it, there's not really a whole lot that they can do to limit the turnovers now because the ball is not in a really a playmaker's hands. TJ McConnell, not really a playmaker. I wouldn't consider Andrew Nemhard a playmaker. So at the end of the day, I don't think that they have enough to overcome the turnovers if they continue.
So, I mean, you just seen OKC go on a 9-0 run in less than 90 seconds. That is the run that you were talking about, Tone. And I mean, is there anything the Pacers can do to battle and maybe even slow down this run? Obviously, you see Rick Carlisle take a time out there. Is there anything that the Pacers can do to slow down this run that the Thunder run right now?
I think everyone's kind of spoke of it. Is the others have to be more efficient on offense. And Kyson said, just there's no bad shots. I mean, and I know he means to a certain extent, but he's telling the truth. Like they gotta be ultra aggressive on offense. You know what I'm saying? Like F them plays. Get some buckets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know it's tough because it's the best defense in the league. You know, and you know, like D'Lo said, you don't have your best playmaker, but Nemhard's got to play like he out there playing in the big three league. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the and 1 days. Hit Jamal Crawford behind the back double time. He got to get ultra aggressive on offense. But I thought it was going to be Ben Mathurin when I saw it happen and him coming up at the end of the first quarter. I honestly thought, I was like, oh, it's about to be Ben time. He about to put on a show and show everybody he's a walk-in bucket.
Him and Nemhard.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, Nemhard, he scores in like
bunches.
Bunches. Yeah. And so I thought the ball was going to just go through Ben. I thought they were going to come down and go through Ben. And it just doesn't seem like he's fit for it. You know, like sometimes your number is called, not because you want it to be called. It's called like, yo, we need you, and you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
So wait, to get off topic real quick. So obviously we seen the Halley injury. Unfortunate stuff, man. It looked like the Achilles popped. Like you could see.
Oh yeah,
around his leg went limp almost.
He's done for 13, 14 months. Easy.
With that being said, we got the Tatum Achilles, we got the Dame Achilles, we got this one. Man, the East is insanely open. Like insanely open. And we just seen Orlando just do what they did with Desmond Bane. People are, you know, they don't see Desmond Bane as Ja or as a huge star, but that's a great piece to what Paulo and Franz Wagner do. Man, 20 extra 20 points per game, 3-point per game. Defense, everything a prototypical basketball player and a guard. The only thing is his wingspan. That's really the downfall of him. But other than that, he does everything you want for them. Orlando's got to be a team to look out for next year, especially with all these injuries, man.
I think the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be Knicks Magic next year. I mean, maybe you could throw the Cavs in there.
Maybe the Cavs.
You know, like
no, you can't stop.
I can see Boston. Boston still gonna be in the picture, man, no doubt.
I just but like a realistic championship contending team without obviously one of the best players, in my opinion, one of the five best players in the NBA. That's still a deep team, and depending on the moves that they make, we're going to talk about obviously Kevin Durant being traded a little bit later, but I mean the Suns acquired Jalen Green. Could Jalen Green be flipped, and could the Celtics be one of those teams that they flip him to because they're looking for another piece? But yeah, Kyson, to your point, the East is wide open. We are back now in the game. 6:50 remaining. OKC 65, Indiana Pacers 58. Gucci says this is gonna be a fourth quarter game if it's not over by then. It is. It is. Now the thing that sucks is because
Shout out Gucci, man.
Hey, no cap, no cap. And the thing that sucks about that fourth quarter game though is one of the best fourth quarter performers is out. Tyrese Halliburton, the guy that's been hitting all their clutch shots this year, all everything that you need in the fourth quarter, he's done. So again,
it's perfect timing for a guy like Ben. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's all show up. That's all we asking. I'm sure he been in the locker room like, yo, I can get more shots. You know what I'm saying? This is an opportunity, bro, on the biggest stage.
Yeah, no, it really is. He's gonna need to step up. Just like Jalen Williams is gonna need to step up. He has the ball and he goes in, misses the layup. But each of these teams, their guys are gonna have to step up here late.
I think OKC. I think I was hearing Richard Jefferson say it. Man, OKC, they when they seen Hallie injured, I think they kind of took the gas off the brakes.
Yeah,
gas off the brakes. Foot off the gas. Sorry, foot off the gas because
they got comfortable.
Yeah, they got comfortable. They felt like it was going to be an easy game, man. It's not. Regardless of who's out there, the Pacers are going to, compete. But I don't know. I just think the Thunder, they're not playing the best basketball right now. They still have a level to reach, and they're going to have to hit if they want to win this game, man.
Yeah, they're going to have to. The Indiana has brought it back to a 5-point game, 67-62 with 5 minutes left, and right back up to 7 it goes.
When you think
game and runs.
When you think about experience, Indiana has the more experienced team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got Pascal, who has a championship, and then I believe Miles Turner at least has been to a conference championship before.
No,
last year.
Yeah, last year. Other than that, last year, yeah.
And then and so when you look at it, they honestly just nerves wise, they probably have, they're more comfortable in this situation. It's just I think OKC is the better team. They just have to prevail. But that's a big reason why I've given SGA so much love all season. Is I think that it's more than just basketball with that team. He has a big influence in that locker room.
Yeah, and again to Gucci's point, TJ McConnell is putting his team on his back right now.
He's a baller. You don't like TJ McConnell, you're a fool.
I mean, you don't like basketball if you don't like TJ McConnell.
I was telling him all the other day. He's like the Sean Livingston. When's the last time you seen TJ McConnell miss a mid-range jump shot?
Never. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it. You've never seen it.
If he gets inside that elbow, it's not. It's green. It's green every time.
So do y'all think SGA a point guard, man?
I think so.
League, yeah.
I think so.
He is.
I don't think he's.
You think he's more of a
pure,
two?
I don't think he's a pure point guard, but he's definitely still a point guard, if that makes sense.
Yeah, TJ McConnell's a point guard.
What? So Kyson, you think he's more of a two?
He's just a scoring point guard.
For sure.
Is Steph Curry a point guard?
He's 6'3".
But he's a scorer, right? He's 6'3". Iverson was a two guard.
And he was 6'1". That's what I'm saying.
He was 6 foot. They said 6 foot.
My bad. 6'1". My bad. 5'11". Goddamn. 6'1". Yeah, I don't know. I just think SGA, he's such a good scorer that overweighs his playmaking so much that it's not really close. Like his scoring is way better than his playmaking. But OKC don't have a better playmaker than him, so he has to play point guard kind of like what the Suns were doing with Book. Like there's no better point guard with no better ball handler or playmaker with the ball. So therefore, we got to put Book at the point.
But didn't he play the
Yeah.
one when he was in LA?
He was the two guard. Can you
Yeah,
remember
no,
Pat? That was
true.
Pat Bev. He was next to
Pat
Pat
Bev had
Bev.
one.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's all he needs right now. Well, they do got that Topic kid, Nicola Topic.
Hey,
They just drafted.
who does
That's what I'm
Caruso
saying,
think
bro.
he
Like,
is?
Yeah, y'all saw that? Yeah, you see Caruso trying to rise
Who
up.
does
Yo.
he think that he
hey,
is?
he can.
Oh yeah, he can get up there. Hey,
He
but
can get
over
up there, but he's not. He's a
Over
veteran
Nietzsche?
now. He's not doing
Kobe
that.
Work right there.
Over
He's a
Nietzsche?
veteran. Yeah, he's not doing that.
Oh yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
hear what you're saying, though, Kyson. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like that's what the league is right now. And it's honestly, there's always been players like that. I mean, Kevin Johnson was, to me, a score first point guard back in the day.
Yeah,
There's always been players like that. But nowadays, this is a lot more 6'5", 6'6" point guards in the league. So,
Like Luca, is Luca a point guard?
yeah, I think so. I think Luka's a point guard.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Like I 15 years ago, he would have definitely had to play the two. You know what I'm saying? The same way LeBron James is not a point guard, but he's a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like based off of how the systems are run right now, LeBron James has been a point guard damn near since he was drafted.
I just think, man, it's the responsibility.
SBA does right now for his career.
That's what I'm saying. It's the responsibility. If Luca had Tyrese Halliburton next to him, man, Luca could just dance, shoot all day. Fuck that lob. Fuck that
Well, his
pass.
game is primarily off of having the basketball. That's why some players don't excel next to him. You have to have like Jalen Brunson seemed like, oh yeah, I'm not staying here because I want to have the basketball for 20 seconds in the shot clock. I can't watch him have the basketball for 20 seconds after the shot clock and then do what I need to do. It just won't work.
Like Brunson's a point guard just simply because he's 6'1" and he's like a general. Like he does, although he does hug the ball a lot, he's the general of that team. So,
Yeah, but even like I said, TJ McConnell, what is 6'2", maybe 6'3"? He
hell
comes in
no.
off the bench and runs the one, but you don't know.
Man, you probably taller than TJ.
Nah.
So, that boy, 6 foot max. JJ Barea out there, man.
But he's like the way he plays is not really PG style. Like
Throw
he
the
just
ball
not.
in.
run around, wait for the screen. Or
But
somebody
it is though, because
try to
that's.
shoot him.
I mean, he's for the most part, yes, he's trying to score, but he's not at the same time. He's just trying to see what the defense trying to do, you know. And that's kind of what SGA does as well. Like SGA, he's really probing, trying to, all right, what are y'all giving me? But he, instead of TJ McConnell, he's going to go through.
He's literally 6'5", CP3.
SGA, yeah, he's
Right.
pulling that midi every time.
He's a mesh of CP3, Kobe, and to me, his footwork is kind of like he uses a righty Ginobili type shit sometimes. Oh, pardon me, Ginobili type stuff sometimes. But you're supposed to drop a thing right there. Pause.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah, sound.
hold on.
And then he caught the pause, man. This dude too much, man. He be too on point with.
But nah, SGA is different, man. But I think he and Brunson have the best footwork of today's game.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Hey, pertaining to that point guard conversation, though. Hey, listen, Curry can definitely facilitate Gucci. I just think like a lot of these guys, like we use the term probably sometimes maybe not as much as we should, but a combo guard. Guy who could play the one and the two. Like if you need them to play the one, they can play the one. But if you need them to play the two, they can play the two. Now, again, that just kind of depends on the matchup or the matchups that they have, whatever game that is. And then maybe you might need them to defend the one on the other team or defend the two on the other team, whatever the case may be. But I just think like I think I think these guys that we're naming, the Currys, the Lucas, the SGAs, the Books, those are combo guards, man. The only guys right now I think that are strictly shooting guards that I don't believe can play the one efficiently are Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Edwards. I think those are two guards. And I think those are two guards. Those are scorer of the basketballs. But like the SGA can play the one. Luka can play the one. Book can play the one.
What about
and obviously
what about Hero?
Yeah, I think so too. I think Hero can play the one.
Because K was a 2 guard.
Cade, yep. Cade is another.
He
He's another combo guard. He can guard the 1 and the 2. Yeah,
but that's my thing. Also, like, how can we
put him on that list?
How can we How can we call Luka a point guard? He don't guard no guards.
He don't guard anybody.
So.
He don't guard anybody.
You putting Luka on Draymond?
Low. Oh, you got to touch the low.
You putting him on the worst offensive player.
Hey, our boy Untame is back, Tone. He said if I was allowed to play defense and travel and carry like OKC, I'd beat LeBron James. Hey, listen. OKC now, okay. This is another thing we haven't even talked about, fellas. This is what you work for all regular season. Because what if this game was on in Indiana? But you work to have, if you need a game 7, that's what you play for in the regular season. That's why the Thunder went out and won 64 games, to have this opportunity in case if it came around, to have game 7 of the NBA Finals at home, where they played the best basketball of the season.
What did I call?
What did you say? OKC in 7?
No. What did I call for this game?
Oh, third quarter run. Hey, yeah. Hey, they're making it right now, bro. They really are. I mean, it's tough. I mean, hey, another Gucci Brunson. If Brunson would stay, they probably listen.
Oh, in Dallas.
And yeah, if Brunson got as good as he is right now,
then you got 2 cones. You got 2 cones. You got to hide 2 cones.
Stop it, Jalen Brunson ain't no cone. You stop that.
Bro,
yeah, he is.
Jalen Brunson's not a cone.
Don't let the bias affect you.
Ratings when he was sitting down.
Don't let the bias affect you.
No, Jalen Brunson is not a cone. Don't do that.
On him. Come on, Mo. Don't do that.
They went out and got Mikhail, OG, and Josh Hart to cover the cones.
He's not like Luka. Here's the thing. Here's the difference. Jalen Brunson puts effort in on defense. Luka Doncic doesn't.
He's just not good.
See, there you go.
He put effort in, but he just ain't that good.
But he's a better defender.
Let's
than
really
Luka.
talk about it. I like that.
Yeah. He is.
The crazy thing is Luka can play defense. He just picks and chooses.
That's like he doesn't want to.
If Luka were to actually play defense, he would be a better defender than Brunson.
If Luka decided to really lock in, like just take this off season, right?
Whoa. I've seen Brunson lock up a few times.
Kyson, thank you.
Like,
thank you.
A few times out of how many plays?
In my life.
He's been in the league for like 6 years.
I've never seen Luka ever lock up anybody. Ever. You put Tristan Thompson on. You put Luka on Tristan Thompson. He go get off. 2 moves. You just need 2 moves. That's it.
Listen. To Antane's point, Brunson is limited on defense.
He's small. That's why.
That's only reason. If Brunson was Luka's size, he would be not an elite defender, but he'd be a good defender. He'd be a very good defender just because of the effort he puts in defensively. Now, like you said,
Luka level defender if he had. If he tried. That's what you're telling me.
If Brunson was Luka's size, he'd be Luka.
He'd be Luka. Yeah.
I don't agree, bro. I don't agree.
Letting his New York bias take hold of him.
The Untamed, he said that Luka has more defensive potential. I don't agree.
Than Brunson?
Yeah,
he definitely do.
He don't, bro.
Him being 6'7",
Luka is not quick. He has no fast twitch fibers. He has nothing that screams I can be a good defender. Nothing.
No, I mean he does. He's lazy.
He's 6'7". That's it.
Always brings up. He averages a couple steals.
So we going back to when he was 230.
Yeah,
Luka like 260 right now. Easy.
Nah,
No
he
way.
nah, he
No
slimmed down.
way.
He
He
slimmed
slimmed
down.
down.
Here
He's
we go with
definitely
this.
slimmed
Man,
down.
y'all, we seen this man slim down every year. Come on, man.
They
Yeah,
got him.
It's
that's
like
true. That's
Eating.
true.
That is,
it's
hey,
like Ben Simmons
this
shooting in
is
the gym,
it's a
man.
Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons shooting in the gym.
Hey, Ben Simmons and Giannis. Hey, Giannis supposed to been having 3-point shot. He been in the gym all
Man,
this off seasons and just nothing.
I
No,
Bro,
just
Giannis
seen
had
last
Giannis
summer, yo,
had a
watch
3-point
Tone.
shot.
Giannis, you see Giannis shooting the midi. You see him. I said, man, that's in practice.
on
Game,
God, hey,
whole nother situation.
first 10 points of the game, dunks, layups,
The whole
No,
game. What you mean? He shooting
fast
early,
break.
early Giannis had a 3-pointer, and then someone in Milwaukee messed it all up. I don't know who it was.
He got big, bro. He got
Yeah,
too
that's
big.
the thing. He didn't know what to do with the muscles. Like he just kept overshooting the ball.
Like I don't. That's what I'm saying with Luca. I don't see Luca beefing up. I don't see him. Like even if he does get slimmer, he still won't be quick. He still won't can jump high. He still ain't gonna have the defensive
Nah,
attributes you
no
need.
lie. Luca, he knows how to use his skill set. So like when somebody's on a fast break with him, he will try to position himself and then stick his hand and get the swipe down, or get a block damn near without jumping. I watched Luca. He's just really picks and chooses because he thinks sometimes that the help defense is gonna come. And then he just stands there, and so it looks horrible. But he does know how to play passing lanes. To me, of course, being 6'7" is better than being 6'3" or 6'2", whatever Brunson is. I do agree that both of them could use some weeks in the gym with some TAs and some Shumperts.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, pause. Brunson getting a little. You know what I'm saying? He getting a little big. He getting a little too big.
Whoa.
Nah, bro.
Horizontally?
Nah. I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying like
Whoa. But no, he's stocky though.
he
He's
need
just
to
stocky.
hit the gym, man. He need to tone out a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's what he uses. He uses like he's stocky. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like
He can be more muscular, is what I'm saying.
he could for sure.
Hockey joints. He's stopping. To get, he in New York. He's stopping to get them.
Nah, he built like Colin
Yeah, he
Murray.
stopped with Ock.
He built like Colin Murray.
See, you ain't no good, bro.
That man Kyler, my height, 200.
You ain't no good, bro. Hey, man. Hey, let's talk about this game real quick. Going into the fourth quarter, it is 68-81 in favor of Oklahoma City. Tone, you talked about it, man. Oklahoma City, they went on that run in the third quarter, and they, obviously they were down 1 going into halftime, and now they're up 13 going into the fourth quarter. What does Oklahoma City need to do to close this game out?
I think this game's going to get called a little bit tighter. The SGA is going to do what he does, get to the free throw line, and this score is actually going to go whoop, whoop, whoop. And unfortunately, we're going to see Indiana go down, man. It was a heck of a playoff run, but I think it's this MVP time, and I think this is about to turn up.
Kyson, when you look at this game, it's 80 again. Down the Thunder were down by 1 going into halftime. Now they're up by 13 going into the fourth quarter. Who on the Pacers needs to step up in the fourth quarter to help Siakam and hopefully make this a game again?
Neesmith. You need him because look, he's the reason you at the finals. Because remember against the Knicks, that 28 points in the fourth, or I think he had 22 in the fourth out of the 28 he had.
Yep.
Hey, that's what they need, man. They gonna need about 6-7 threes from him. And that's, I don't know how realistic that is, but they're gonna need somebody like Neesmith, somebody like maybe Obi Toppin can get in there, some dunks, some alley-oops, get you some energy. But they need to stop turning this ball over, man, and stop making these silly mistakes. But yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna be Neesmith. It's gonna be some three. You need some 3-pointers right now. You need some momentum swings right now.
Yeah, Gucci said this game was over before it even started. It's starting to look like now. It's starting to look like that now in the fourth quarter.
Man.
First half was pretty tight-knit.
I told y'all, I think we had just talked before the game. I said, Hallie, this is gonna be the game. Hallie go try to hey, 30 points, 12
It
assists.
looked
He
it
was
looked
on it
like it looked like
It
he was
looked
going
like
for it
it.
too.
Yeah, it's like 3 threes, right?
off
Yeah,
the back.
immediately. Yeah, it's D'Lo. I mean, what do the Pacers need to do? Kyson mentioned the turnovers. Tone said, SGA I think is going to take over. What do you think happens in this fourth quarter to really end the NBA season and for there to be a championship named? If I can speak English.
Yeah, I mean, I predicted that the Thunder were going to win in 7 anyway.
Oh, nice.
But in all honesty,
Hang on.
I don't know if they can. Um, Indiana now has to focus all of their energy into this comeback and playing offense, and you saw it in the third quarter. They struggled defensively because they were focused so heavily on offense, and it killed them. The turnovers killed them. They don't have any transition defense. It led to some easy points, and then it just ballooned. And so now they have to play from behind and shoot a bunch of threes, which you're gonna live and die by in this fourth quarter. And I don't know if they can get hot enough to make the comeback. Now, obviously, we've seen it before, but without the playmaker, the turnovers are not going to stop. They're going to continue. And so I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately I agree with you guys. I think this game is over. And even if as much as I would love to see the Pacers make a comeback, I think even if they were to make a comeback, they would exert all of their energy, that the rest of it that they have left, to be able to come back into this game, in which they wouldn't have very much left to end the game. So I think their chance for them to win this game has gone out the window. I think their championship hopes for obviously this season and next season have gone out the window, which sucks.
What's that genre of music we all love?
Which one?
They used to call it hip hop, but now we call it rap.
Rap. It's a rap.
It's a.
What kind of music did you say it was called?
So they used to call it hip hop.
No. What would you say that before? What'd you say before? What'd you
Yeah,
first
what did
say?
I didn't even
What's
hear what
the
you said.
genre of music we all love?
Genre. Oh, genre. Oh, okay. I don't.
Or
I don't
John
know.
Rowe. I'm like, what?
I heard Ja Rule. I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah. That works too, because he's been missing for decades now. Where has he been at?
Who, Ja Rule?
Yeah.
That's your boy, D-Lo?
Hell no.
oh,
Favorite
yeah.
rapper.
Hell no.
All right.
Hey man, hey Rick Carlisle, he's trying everything, man. He calling timeout after timeout.
Everything.
You need to
Everything.
put on a jersey.
When it go home, man. Like this is
this
it's when it go home. You know what? I as much as I want, like, I really want to start talking about this trade, like Gucci says, but I don't know.
In all honesty, while the rest of this game is going, we should talk about East predictions next year, like who we think is going to come out the East.
New York.
All right, I said realistically, and then he went with his bias. That's crazy.
Why not? They were in the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
They should dominate next year. They should have like a 60-win season. Like they should like lock
Good.
in. Like
They're not going to.
they should. The Cavs, I can see the Cavs winning another 50 games, 50-something games.
Kyson, you play too much. You don't
I'll
have to
say
mention that.
this. That
Hey, Kyson, D-Lo hates the Cavs, bro.
I'm a
D-Lo hates
certified
the
Cavs hater. I'm a
Hey, hold on,
hater.
wait. D-Lo, you know what's hilarious? Speaking of Gucci talking about that trade, the most funny part about the trade was that the Suns thought they were going to get KL Ware.
Hey, boy, hey, Kyson, when I tell you I wanted him so bad, bro.
Hey, that's all I
Oh,
was
my.
seeing on everywhere, bro. KL
You
Ware.
take
It's
him
gonna be
over
our next
Jalen
big.
Green. You take him over Jalen
Absolutely.
Green.
10 times out of
Absolutely.
10.
Absolutely.
Oh, my.
No
Especially
There
doubt.
for
was
the need.
there was
For the
there was no way that he was
See, that's
getting
the
included in
thing.
the trade.
No.
There was
That's
no way.
that's my thing about the KD trade, man. The Suns didn't get anything they needed
No.
besides
Mm-mm.
Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks will be a good piece.
But
I
Dylan
think
Brooks,
so.
I mean, Kyson, the
Dylan Brooks is
antics and the
trash.
BS he be doing. I'm not a fan.
And
And
Phoenix,
him,
hey,
him and Devin Booker don't even get along.
he hoops at Goldwater. He be using Goldwater to work out.
I did hear that. I did hear about that.
So you know what I'm saying? Like
He
I
gonna be
think
there
he'll
a
be
lot
chilling in
more
Phoenix.
now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to kick him out. That's what I'm
Live
gonna
there
do.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, the gym is closed, boss. Get the hell out.
But
No,
no,
we gotta get him on the
realistically,
stream.
like,
We gotta get him on the stream.
Oh, you're right. You know what?
no,
Let me
we
shut up.
don't.
Let me
No,
shut.
we
What you mean?
don't.
No, we don't.
That's the
You know,
Phoenix Sun. Right
that
there.
is a new Phoenix.
We don't rep Phoenix. No one in here rep Phoenix.
See, there you go. You see what I got on, bro. You see what I got
You
on.
was just screaming New York. Shut
Nah,
up.
you a Chiefs fan, man.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got on a Goldwater sweatshirt.
yeah, Kyson. Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't do that. Hold on. I'll just put it on over. That's all right. What'd that say?
Yeah, look
And
at this.
What'd that say? Oh, okay.
So what are the Pacers gonna do next year, man?
They're screwed.
Nothing. They gonna run it back.
They
They're
need
screwed.
no. You don't think they're gonna trade? You don't think they'll pick up like Chris Paul, like pick up like somebody to hold it down? Like I'm not saying Chris Paul's the answer. I'm
I
just
mean, they
saying, like,
could, but they won't. They're not. None of them are Tyrese
No, I think
Halliburton.
they just try to they about to let everybody grow a year. You know what I'm saying? This is Ben Matherin's year to actually go out there and shoot up.
Yeah,
That's
this
not
is
a
a
foul?
this is a prove it year for Benedict Mathurin and Andrew Nemhard. That's what this is. Can they be the guys?
And you get Nate Smith, his shots go up to about 12, 13 a game. You know what I'm saying? Them guys get to get more comfortable as playmakers.
yeah, this game's over, man. OKC
Yeah.
is locking up.
Oh, see there, Kevin go. See there, Kevin.
Hey,
Now,
because
Kevin got some nasty stuff on his lip. Don't want to come on the podcast no more to talk about. Take that hat off. That's all right, bro.
Ooh, that was good.
hey, all I'm gonna say is that if you're Andrew Nemhard, you can't let TJ McConnell outplay you.
No, I mean,
I'm sorry.
My, this game is over,
Dagger.
fella. This game is over. OVA. Man, this
Crazy
is
thing is this year is kind of historical, man. SGA did some things, man.
he did. Oh, he did for sure. The one of the things he shouldn't have done was won MVP, but I guess we'll.
Oh my lord, you gonna continue to talk about
He
everything
must
that's
have two of them things.
Low key.
Nah. Just one. He should have won the one last year.
Jokic should have 3. SGA should have 2.
Whose team was in first place last year?
and
Who? OKC?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he had the same young group in the number 1 spot last year.
Jokic might have just had the best season in NBA history.
Might have.
Except
Offensively.
what was his team? What was his team's place?
Huh? 4th.
Oh, okay. So you can't have that
Who
phenomenon.
had the better team?
I don't know.
What? Yeah, my ass. You
Bro,
don't know.
bro, talking about I don't know.
My ass. You don't know. Who had the better team?
Chat's
Get
better
outta
than
here, Tom.
Jokic.
Huh?
Chat's better than Jokic.
No.
Hell no.
All
I'm
right.
not talking about. No. I'm talking about SGA and Jokic. You take them out. Whose team does better?
Come on, Jamal. They
I don't know whose team. Listen,
Oh,
whose
hey, I'm
team
just.
has more
Hey, Kyson.
experience?
See, you know that.
Whose team has more
I need Triple OG to say that.
But I'm just saying he won 68 games. Like, you got to give it to SGA.
Exactly.
But again, I feel like a big part of that is SGA's influence within the locker room. What he brings to that locker room is something that a lot of other players could not, because he knows how to talk to the homies. A lot of other players can't talk to them and be like, yo, we really got to step up here. They got to be like, nigga, fuck you. We want money.
Wait, hold on, pause.
Like,
So wait.
but that's real.
So,
like, you can't tell
do you
certain
think
people making so much money. It's hard to tell somebody something in the locker room.
so? You remember the Suns won like what, 65 games that one year?
So yeah, Suns won 65 games of 22.
Man, I thought Book should have won MVP that year, or should have been a consideration.
He
Because
was a consideration, though.
But
Wasn't
but what I'm saying
He was
is
4th.
he? Yeah.
That's
fourth.
not consideration.
That's not
If
consideration.
you top 5, it literally.
You gotta be-
If
I'm
you
talking
look
about-
at player stats. It literally says it. The last row shows what place you are for. If you have first team defense, first team all off NBA offense. If you were ranked top 10 for MVP, et cetera, et cetera. Like it shows all of that because it doesn't matter. There's a lot of players who never get qualified for.
Book didn't even make the podium. That's
Like
not
that's what I'm
consideration.
saying. Like
that was the Jokic year, right?
that was a Jokic
22
year.
was the Jokic year, yeah.
So y'all saying Jokic deserve all 3 of them?
No.
And-
No. Like I said, last year I think SGA should
And
have won.
B got
This
one
year-
of Jokic's for sure.
But even then, I think
Nah.
Embiid deserved to win that one.
Embiid
But
was
Embiid needed the one
tough
before that.
year.
And especially because Embiid worked him out when they met that year.
Yeah.
I would give
And
Embiid the year
Embiid
before
gave
and
him
then
like
give
a
Jokic that one.
50-point game.
But that's what I would do with SGA. I mean, this year I would have given it to Jokic. Last year I would have given it to SGA.
That's why you gave it to SGA this year, because last year you gave it to Jokic because of the
Which
numbers.
is fair. But I
But
mean,
we all knew Jokic was going to be better this year than he was last year. Everyone knew it. So
Yeah.
why, you know what I'm saying? Why give it to him? Well, you had to give it to Jokic because you just gave an MB to here nigga down MVP. You see, it's a hamster wheel. We just giving out
ask you
here
this, Small.
MVPs.
All year, we've been asking who's SGA's Robin, right?
mhm.
Why?
Because there's no because there's a bunch of guys who could be his Robin.
But there's no solidified Robin, like someone
Right.
who you know is going to. Would you say
After
Lo?
this run, it's got to be J-Dub, right?
I agree.
I think he's proven it.
You would think, but again, he's had those ups, you know what I'm saying? Like those ups and downs to where you're like, I don't know if he really is. You say it gotta be, but
You don't think so?
I don't know. Check have a
real
wonderful
quick.
summer and do something different. To me, it's not in stone. No.
Real quick. Kevin says averaging 35 and 13 is MVP numbers. Embiid definitely deserved the MVP.
No. I'm not saying that, Kevin. I'm saying that Jokic, you give Jokic that one, you give Embiid the year before. Because Embiid was better the year before, but they gave it to Jokic. He's better than Jokic that year before, but they gave it to Jokic because the record. Then the next year you give it to Embiid when Jokic deserved it. Then you give Jokic the MVP the year SGA deserved it. Now you're giving it to SGA when people were thinking, statistically at least, that Jokic deserved it. I just think that it's kind of just been like, well, we got to satisfy everybody type of deal with the
You know
MVP.
what? This is all I'm going to say. Put the 4 of us on the MVP voting committee. We'll make sure it's right.
Exactly.
You know what I
That's a great
mean?
point. That's a fantastic point. I love that
Make
point.
sure
dude.
it gets right.
Love that point.
These journalists, they don't know what they're talking about.
Absolutely not. Stephen A. Smith is on the voting committee. Let's just
I have better basketball knowledge than Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah. Stephen A. Smith is, I mean,
That
Blind
man gets
witness.
paid a whole lot of money to just spew a bunch of
BS.
Stable?
Yeah. Siakam. Okay. 20-point game. Now there's a lot of time left, fellas. There's a lot of time left.
There's a
No
lot
Tyrese
of time
out there,
for
man.
Aaron Neesmith
That was travel. What the hell?
to make 7 threes. There's a lot of time for Aaron Neesmith to turn it up.
Yeah, if he
Actually,
would've
more
made-
defense than I thought was going to happen. I thought okay.
Is that out of travel?
115, 120 points.
SGA just fell with the ball. And they didn't call travel.
It's SGA.
I don't think the Pacers are just gonna go with this same roster that just made the finals without Tyrese and not make any moves. I just don't see that. They're gonna get somebody. They're not getting somebody big, but they will get somebody.
You'll get somebody's backup point guard that is cheap, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel
Like Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole.
He's no backup. That's a starting two guard.
Yeah, I see. That's another thing. Jordan Poole, where does he go?
I think
Like,
Chris
Imagine him.
Paul is on the move.
Imagine him in
though.
this system.
It said Chris Paul's trying to make his way to the
Lakers.
Yeah.
Nah, Chris Paul come back home. Chris Paul come back home. CP come back home.
To Phoenix? No, he not.
He knows there's only so many places he can go to win a championship. Okay,
He wants to win the ring.
See, hey, if they were to do this, I would never watch basketball again.
Nah, they're not doing that.
Never.
Giannis ain't going to Indy.
The Pacers just beat the Bucks back-to-back years, so that is their literal direct competition. If they were to trade Giannis to the Pacers, never watch basketball again.
Giannis is not getting traded during the
Nets.
offseason.
The Nets made a trade with the Knicks. That's like right up the street.
But the Nets didn't beat the Knicks
But the Nets are
in
also
2 straight playoff series.
dog water.
Yeah, the Nets are
Garbage franchise.
They weren't 5 years, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's small. You always want to bring up the fact when they beat
Oh.
guys. I just want to let y'all know for the next 6 minutes that we're still the champs. Just want to let y'all.
I should put that back up. There you go.
Man, what are the Pacers doing, bro?
They're
That
all
magnet
out
ball,
of
hey, ain't no magnet ball this game.
Nah,
Ooh.
this game is over.
They look bad right now.
Yeah, they do.
That's how they go look all year next year.
No, I mean,
Without Hallie, they very well could.
People
No.
realize that when you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle.
they're gonna. I mean, the Pacers are still gonna be a 4 or 5 seed in the East, even without Howie.
But with how they playing right now, they get out the
Yeah.
first round. I don't know if they make it past the second.
They ain't no. They ain't. They
It's
first
tough.
round exit looking like.
Oh yeah, that first round. But I mean, we also got
No, I don't know about first round.
Yeah,
There's not a whole lot of comp in the East.
Y'all are
Without-
banking
without
on health. They're gonna be different because you're now playing way more minutes at each position. Like, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like,
You know what? Hey, you know what? Let's go through it then. In the East, okay? In the East, first round exit. I think, like Kyson said, I think without Howie, their first round exit. Let's go through it. Are they beating the Knicks in the first round without
No.
Howie? Are they beating the Cavs in the first round without Howie?
Yeah.
No.
Shut the.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Are they beating the Magic?
No.
Are they beating the Pistons?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
even I mean
No.
I would even say I don't
They're
even
not
think
beating
they beat.
Boston either.
I was just about to say thank you. I
I
don't
think
think
they
they
could
beat
beat
Boston
Boston,
without
too.
Tatum.
I think
think
they
they
could.
beat Boston.
No. Are you crazy?
I think
I
Boston
think
would
that they
beat them.
could.
I think it'd be a close series.
It'd be a close series.
I
I think
could
that they
see,
could.
man. I don't know. I got a gut feeling that
Peyton
I can see
Pritchard
Jalen.
can average 25 points next year.
You
We
crazy.
I
have
can see
never
Jalen
seen.
Brown.
You
I can
crazy.
see
We've never
Jalen Brown
seen
not
Jalen
playing for
Brown.
next year.
We have not seen Jalen Brown as a certified 1. I need to see how he hoops as a number 1 before I'm willing to say that Boston
Derek
can
White
definitively.
average 22 points.
Hey, Derek White. Hey, Derek White averaged 22 points. So I'll go out there and average 15 right now.
Speaking of, wait. So I've been
Stop.
seeing something about Derek White to Houston.
No, you have not. Stop.
I have.
You ain't seen nothing about that.
Derek
I
White.
You
have.
ain't seen nothing about
I
that.
have.
I'm
What
gonna add
who
you,
you
add
who
you
you
to some
giving?
of these
Ahmed?
Celtic channels. You know what I'm saying? Because Derek White is untouchable, brother.
Yeah, you giving up a men for that?
Whoa. He's 30. You know that, right? Derek White is 30 years old.
Oh, I
Derek
know.
Hey,
I'm gonna put that out there.
Hey,
is
hey,
Tatum.
Drew
He's
may be
30 years
Drew
of
may
age.
you ain't
Drew,
getting Derek
you
Damian
can
White.
Thompson
have
is
Drew.
20.
You
I
can
don't know
have Drew.
Drew.
You
Man
not
said
getting Derek
36-year-old
White.
Drew.
You're not getting Derek
You a
White.
Heat fan? I'm talking to
Yeah.
Tone. Tone, what's the word?
What? Tone turned into Boston
No, we
GM?
still
Talking
got
about
beef.
what's the word?
D-Lo, we still got beef, man. We waiting for Hero to come back to Houston. We still got beef.
We not waiting for him to come. No.
No, we waiting for Hero to come back to Houston so he can get body slammed again.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kyson, what'd you think about this?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Keon Ellis. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Backup,
why
backup
why you
point
say that
guard.
man name like that, bro?
I
Don't say
love Keon Ellis. He's a great defender. What else can he do?
guys. He's literally he's now that I think about it, he's you in the NBA. He's a fantastic defender. He's a great team player. He's a like
Hey, look, I respect that,
It
but
don't matter.
other than defense, I mean, I'm not really
think
You're
it's
arguing
not
that.
you.
convinced. You're
Think
not
it's you.
convincing me that Keon Ellis is a better
We need
player
a
than Fred VanVleet.
facilitator.
Fred can't be that.
I,
Not if you
I,
want to
I
win.
think
Fred is an
What
NBA
do you
champion.
mean?
I'm talking about win today.
Fred is
Hey,
an NBA champion. He's won
Fred
by facilitating.
Fred
Yeah.
is the reason that series was competitive. That first round series was competitive. That was because of
Okay,
Fred.
I won't go that far. I will not go
you
that
just
far.
got to be realistic. I mean, I think we're stuck with Fred, to be honest. I don't see a better option out there for him.
There's not. Again, unless you
So
want to go bring back Russ or CP or
they're gonna have to be
Hey, trade him
backups.
to
They're gonna have to
Washington
be
for Jordan
backups.
Poole. Trade him to Washington for Jordan Poole.
oh yeah. Nah, Jordan Poole lose y'all a franchise. Jordan Poole. Hey, hold
Man,
on now.
what's up
Hold
with
on.
Ja, man?
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Jabari's
um,
starting. Jabari's gonna be starting back again.
Yeah, Jabari can
Jabari's a great
defend.
defender. Yeah.
Jabari can
KD is
defend.
gonna unlock Jabari.
It's gonna be Fred, KD, Jabari,
Man,
Segun. I just don't know who's that two spot. That two
Jabari should
spots
be a
open.
son, bro. How do you not? I mean, how do you walk? How do you call the Houston Rockets? Right? You have now Brian Gregory, the Suns general manager. You have whoever the Houston Rockets general manager is. You are on the conversation. Hey, how you doing? How's the family? Oh, the kids are good. How are the kids? How does before the small talk, before the hey, how's the family? The first question should be, what other than Jabari Smith will be included in this deal?
Nah, see, let me show you how the phone call went. And this is the homie from the Suns. Waiting for me to pick up. As soon as he pick up, homie from the Rockets. Hello? Homie from the Suns just said, yo, Jabari. You'd have been like, huh? That's what I need to know. What I gotta send you away for Jabari. That's how it should have went.
I mean, it's common sense. It's common sense.
Nah, hey, he said, hey, Dylan Brooks over there? I'll take it. What I gotta get to get Dylan Brooks,
Hey,
Dylan.
KD, and I'll throw in Jalen Green for you. He said, done deal.
hey, at this point, if you went to school and that school happened to wear a green jersey, you are a Phoenix Sun.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Dylan
I
Brooks
just
went to
don't.
Oregon.
He was
I
a
think this
duck.
trade is kind of like one of those like lessons where you can't really believe everything you see, even if the source is super reliable, like Gambo or somebody we go to for like sourceable news, because like I said, we talked about it before we got on. Main thing I was seeing was Jalen Green and Jabari in the pick. That was the main thing I was seeing, but they didn't want Jalen Green from those reports. But to see that they got Jalen Green and somebody else not named Jabari, maybe Jabari wasn't even a factor. I don't think Houston brought Jabari up at all because
Real quick,
he should have
I
been a
mean, it's
staple.
just also real quick, Kyson, you know Gambo? I don't know.
I am a Diamondbacks fan. You know
Oh,
that, right?
hey, I know you know my dog Gambo. That's what's up.
I'm just saying, like that's just somebody like when you go get Suns news
Oh, so
from, Phoenix news from, you know what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah. No, yeah, that's cool. That's local guy. Work with him all the time, so that's dope.
alone now, 12-point game.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, I need to update the score. But actually, while we kind of wait for this game to, well, I guess we don't have to wait, but it's 77-91. Well, at least that's where my TV is at. And Ben Matherin, goodness gracious. Timeout. 79-91. 79-91, Oklahoma City. This game's not over. It's not over just yet. But Kevin asked a question. Um, he said, do I think the Suns got enough back for KD? I think to an extent. Okay, to an extent, the Suns got enough back for KD to an extent. When you look at Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and the number 10 pick this year, and the 5 second rounders, it's not bad. I just really, really wanted Jabari Smith. I don't understand how, if you're the Suns, you don't walk away with Jabari Smith. Um, I think the biggest thing is, and you know what, I'm glad we're talking about this right now. I think the Suns. Now I have no inside sources. I have no inside knowledge. I think the Suns are going to flip Jalen Green because he is a valuable piece. He is he could be a rebuilding piece for a team that is struggling and looking to find their next superstar. I think when it comes to that, you maybe got some of what you were looking for from KD if you are able to get something off of Jalen Green, if you're able to flip him. But in terms of just the trade in general, if you were going to roll that team out there that you traded for, I don't think you got back enough. But for the asset that is Jalen Green, and you are able to flip him for something more and turn him into maybe a couple first, maybe a couple pieces back that you could use to try and win some games this year, I think there's potential there in terms of getting enough back for KD. That's my biggest thing about this trade.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jamal. I said the same thing. I think um, for I think the expectations are the context in this situation. What the Rockets are expected to be next year versus what the Suns are expected to
Yep.
be next year. I think this is a pretty even trade. I think it keys on that 10th pick, which I'll do with that this year. And obviously you got the 5 seconds to make another trade. I mean, that's what I see. When I see 5 second round picks, I'm thinking, all right, those are trade assets, you know.
Yeah.
So they're gonna use at least three of those to go get somebody else. Maybe put Jalen Green into that package or somebody else on that roster. But yeah, I think that it was a I think the Rockets on the Rocket side of things, I think they spent just enough for KD. I don't like this. The Rockets got fleeced. I don't think we got fleeced whatsoever.
No.
Because at the end of the day, this is a 2 year experiment maximum. We're getting KD for 2 years, just like we got Scotty for a couple years. We got Clyde for a few years. We got Barkley. This is how I look at it. We're just getting an old star later in their career, trying to get this ring. So I think there's one more move on the Houston side to be made. I don't know who. I've been seeing also Quentin Grimes. I would love if we
Oh
could pick him
man.
up.
Oh
If we could pick
man,
him
he'd
up,
be a good pickup.
3 years, 40 million. Come on, 3 years, 60 million maybe. If we got to get up there, we can do it.
Now, the NBA draft is on Wednesday. If this were to happen, you would see me. I mean, I would come onto this podcast and I may jump through the monitor I'm looking into right now. I might jump through it if DJ Edgecombe were to fall all the way to 10. Now, again, who knows? Maybe the Suns trade up, and maybe they really like a guy that they trade
One,
up and try and go get.
two,
But
three.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, it looked like he traveled
He did.
Yeah. He traveled because he already picked it up before he tried to gather.
before he gathered. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he,
I want to because we've been talking about it, but no one mentioned this team. I don't think one time. Yeah, I don't think Philly's gonna be a
I
little
was I
scary.
I was gonna say
If
Philly could be
Paul
good
George
next
back.
year.
Paul George is taking a significant amount of time off to get maybe healthy, and B is also taking a significant amount of time off to get possibly healthy. They have
Tyrese
a
Maxey.
really early draft pick, and then Tyrese Maxey is another player who is taking a significant amount
Jared McCain.
off to get healthy.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, they just and I'm like, all they gotta do is get healthy, and all of
but
them
Tone,
they can put the basketball in the hoop.
how long have we been saying that? All they got to do is get healthy.
They
All
ain't
they got to
never
do
had
is get
all
healthy.
these players though. and they getting a draft pick, a top what? What is he?
Yeah,
Top
number 3.
tall. What? That's more depth. So you don't them players don't got to play as much time
You got to get rid of PG, man. Have to.
right now.
You can't
Yes.
get off of him for anything.
I'll just say PG. The Phillies. The 76ers are in the same situation as the Suns are with Bradley Beal and Paul George.
Yeah, but why would you get rid of him now when he's healthy? You've been trying to get him healthy, and everybody else. There was no point in playing him when everybody else was hurt. Because
So how
now
long we
he's
got?
hurt.
How long we got until he hurt again?
Hopefully,
that's the
everyone is
question.
healthy, so he doesn't have to exhaust himself.
We got him hurt. He was hurt when we got here.
But then Embiid was hurt, and so he had to play so many minutes and try to work hard that got hurt again. And that's what I'm saying. That's what depth assists your success with. Is so many players don't have to play so many minutes. Look at the New York Knicks. They struck gold. Tim Tebow is playing them dudes 46 minutes a game. And somehow they made it into the Eastern Conference Finals before anybody was like really looking a little, you know what I'm saying? But that's different. Most teams, you need bench players. You need that depth so that your stars don't have to play 38, 40 minutes a game.
It's tough, man. Health really truly is wealth, and especially for the Sixers. And so, again, that's my only thing about the Sixers. How long are we going to say, once they get healthy, if they get healthy, when they get healthy, that's the thing. Until they show me that they can make a run and stay healthy, then I'll be like, oh, the Sixers might be a problem. They might be someone to look out for. Until then, I got nothing for you when it comes to Philly.
The Sixers need to do the Kawhi treatment with Embiid and tell him you cannot play back-to-backs, and when we tell you to sit, you're going to sit.
Yep.
And they have to hold him for playoff time. Because, again, the East is wide open. It's wide open. And I think Philly is a team that if you can keep specifically Joel Embiid and get him to playoffs, I think they have as good of a chance as anybody.
Yeah,
I think
I know we haven't seen it in a long time, but Joel Embiid is him.
he is.
He's him.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
I think he need a backup, man. He needs a formidable
I
backup.
was thinking that. I don't know if they still got Drummond, but I'm thinking the same. I know they had homeboy from was it the French team?
Yeah, Yabusele.
Yabusele.
Yeah.
But he's more of a power forward to me. I do think they need a backup center.
They need somebody like Al Horford. Not Al Horford himself. Not himself. Not Al Horford himself. Someone like him. Like a Pirtle. Like you need somebody that can come, a starting center that's gonna take that bench role and fill in for Embiid.
Bismack Biyombo.
Whoa. Man said Bismack Biyombo.
Bismack is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. For you to even bring up that name,
if they can get like Valanciunas or somebody.
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
I'm thinking like along those lines.
I got a question for y'all. So this game is still going on, obviously. The current score 93-81. Now I saw this list. Rick Bucher is a NBA writer. He said he believes SGA will be a top 10 point guard of all time if he were to win this ring. Now, before you guys respond, I want to give you his top 10 list if SGA continues to close this game out. At number 10, he has Chris Paul. Number 9, he has Steve Nash. Number 8, he has Bob Cousy. Number 7, he would have SGA. Number 6, he would have Isaiah Thomas. Number 5, Jason Kidd. Number 4, John Stockton. Number 3, Big O, Oscar Robinson. Number 2, Steph Curry. And number 1, Magic Johnson. So, Tone, would SGA be a top 10 point guard of all time if he, again, what looks like to be his first championship when he closes the game out today?
No, to me, no. I'm sorry. I understand the argument, but I don't he has more to accomplish, and he's really early in his career. I feel like I still feel like Westbrook is better than him. Like to me, I'm sorry, Westbrook averaged what 2 triple doubles,
Yeah, 2 triple double
30
season.
point triple double type stuff. Yeah, like
Mhm.
I'm sorry. SGA is he's good. He's good. Again, you and I had this conversation off air, earlier today. I don't want to rush to a judgment or grace or I don't want to give people too many flowers too early. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that allows it enables us to then tarnish them with the same amount of quickness to tarnish their reputation. And I think the accomplishments that he's getting this early are dope. But a legacy is something that you build, and to give someone top 10 this early, it's almost like Giannis. It's the same situation. Like Giannis again is a top tier power forward if he were to retire today, but he's not done. And so I would like for him to finish out his career before I say he's better than players like KG or Dirk or anybody else. But I think it's dope for the conversation to even be had. I guess from SGA's perspective and people who are fans of SGA.
D'Lo, if SGA closes out this game and becomes an NBA champion for the first time and most likely wins Finals MVP, will he be a top 10 point guard of all time?
No, I'm with Tone. Where is Russell Westbrook on this list? I think that the disrespect is kind of blasphemous. Um, I think that maybe you can have a conversation, um, but when you look at just the other guys that are on the list and not even on the list, off the list, he's still got a long way to go before he's in that convo.
Kyson, if SGA closes out this game and wins his first championship and wins his first Finals MVP, would he be a top 10 point guard in NBA history?
So look, man, I got to get on my soapbox for this one. This is the problem with ring culture, bro. So, dude wins one ring, and now we willing to put him in top 10, top 5, top 20, top all this. Like, this is a team sport. They would not be here if J Dub did not drop 40 points. If Holmgren is not the defender he is. If Lou Dort is not sacrificing his body. Like, rings are, they're not, oh, this player beat this player one on one. It's never been that. Like, I hate that the rings, they're just held to the standard to where we can, all right, this dude got a ring, but he has no MVPs, no accolades besides that, but he has a ring. We're gonna put him over this guy who has everything but a ring. He has literally everything, all NBA, all stars. He's actually been to the finals. He just hasn't won one. And I understand that, sports is all about winning. I'm 100% on that. But we not about to, like I was seeing stuff like if Hallie would have won this one, you putting him over CP3 right now. And it's like that's just disingenuous, you
Yeah.
know. So I agree with what Tone and D'Lo are saying, man. Like it's just way too soon. Like the dude's 26. Like he has like maximum, he has 13 to 15 years left to go. Like if he does everything right, doesn't get injured, he doesn't really have an explosive game to where he dunks a lot. This dude can play till he's 40 and he can win multiple MVPs, multiple championships. To say that he's already better than the guys that's paved the way for him off of one finals appearance, man, I think that's the main problem with ring coaching today.
Yeah, I agree. I think that list is not only disrespectful to, like you said, Kyson, the guys who have paved the way, the Chris Pauls, the Magic Johnsons, the Steph Currys, the Isaiah Thomases. I think it's not only disrespectful to them, but I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful to SJ himself because this guy is still so young. He's 25. He hasn't even peaked yet. He hasn't even peaked yet. And to put him in that conversation so soon and to almost like put that pressure on him that he's a top 10 point guard of all time. He's an MVP. He's a championship winner. He's a finals MVP. These other guys I mean, when you look at it, when you put their careers together, I mean, yeah, where's Russell Westbrook on this list? I mean, there are guys not even on this list that I believe personally, and that you guys, I'm sure, believe are better than SGA in terms of all-time point guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why we are so quick, to Kyson's point about ring culture, why we're so quick to put guys in this list, why we're so quick to almost put the pressure on these guys. I mean, let them play basketball. SGA is 25 years old. He has not peaked yet. He has not yet played his best basketball. Let him play his best basketball. Let him play 10 years in the league. Let him play 15 years in the league. Then we can start having that conversation, because now he has a resume, a long resume of things he has accomplished, things that he has achieved, and things he's done that maybe some of these guys haven't done. But there are still so many things that he hasn't been able to do and accomplish that some of these guys have, ring or no ring, to put him in that conversation. So I think it's not only disrespectful to SGA, but I think it's disrespectful to the other guys on this list, and the guys maybe who should be on this list that have accomplished more. And you put SGA right in the conversation with them. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. So I don't know, man. I think, Kyson, I think you made a fantastic point about the ring culture. Obviously, LeBron has gone viral for making his point about the ring culture. I give the kid a chance, man. Give the kid a chance to go and play his best basketball. Obviously, he's been fantastic, not only this season, but last season, and really as long as he's been in Oklahoma City Thunder. But it looks like he is going to win his first ring. Oklahoma City is up 101-87. They just showed Aaron Nesmith on the TV. He obviously is upset, teary-eyed. Man, I mean, the child, man, you got to feel for the Pacers, bro. I mean, they lose, what some people may think is their best player. Obviously, one of the two best.
Man, they might have won with Hallie, bro.
I mean, the way that they played. I mean, after they lost Hallie, they pretty much. I mean, they stayed with it. But I mean, Alex Caruso there hyping up the crowd, but I feel for him, man. And obviously, they lost their guy for not only Game 7, but the rest of next year. It's nothing's official, but I mean, if you're a sports fan, you can put 2 and 2 together. Now, Kev, what has been in the chat? He is having Isaiah Thomas is top 5 is wild. He says, I don't think that's wild, but
it's not wild at all.
I don't think that's wild. I think that's real. That's
IT
real
was like that.
IT was like that.
Yeah, he was like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Having Koozie.
People forget.
People
forget that MJ was losing to Isaiah Thomas for years.
And he also said, I just know the Clippers looking at OKC winning this ring. Listen, hey, Paul George deserves a ring. He deserves a 2025 NBA Finals ring. Just say it out loud right now. Paul George deserves the 25.
They went through for.
I don't think any of these teams. I don't think either of these teams are even in this position without Paul George. And I'm saying that half joking and half serious. I don't think either of these teams are in this position without Paul George. But obviously, with Paul George being a part of both of these teams and having a huge part of both of these teams at one point in time. But yeah, no. Okay, so Kev confirms that he believes IT is top 5 for sure. So there we go,
Kev. We knew you come around.
Yeah, research, Kev.
Yeah.
But yeah, is it obvious, fellas? Is SGA the Finals MVP?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, he took 30 shots tonight. They wanted to make sure he got that back.
Yeah, I mean, he was. SGA tonight was where he was
like 9 to 30.
29, 29, 12, and 5. I think the most key stat of the night. Now he couldn't hit a 3-pointer if it hit him in the face. If hit him in the face, he couldn't hit a 3-pointer if he was sitting in the boat in the middle of the ocean.
It'll be the Rockets next year. Mm-hmm.
But
hey, that's gonna be the Rockets next year. Y'all just wait, man.
What?
We speaking too early.
Amen Thompson, Finals MVP. Year
All
three.
right.
Well, Celtics, man, it was a good year.
Year 3.
It was a good year.
It is now official.
We are no longer the champs.
The Boston Celtics. I don't care about this. The Boston Celtics are no longer NBA champions. I don't care about this game. I don't care. The Boston Celtics are no longer reigning. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. No, it is official. The Oklahoma City Thunder have won the first NBA championship in their franchise history. They are the 2025 NBA champions with the Finals MVP to be announced here soon. Congrats to the Pacers who deserve to be here. They deserve to be here. They put up an absolute fight against a team who won, was it 67 games this year? So you see there, Obi Toppin, of course, emotional. SGA celebrating with his pops and the rest of his family.
So wait,
yeah.
so if you want to go off
Crazy
record
thing is, they don't
wise,
usually do this. They don't usually dap up after the game. They usually like the winning team is usually going crazy. They don't.
They dap up at the end of the game.
Ain't no way. LeBron was running around the court crying. Jason
that's
last year
different.
went to his son.
That was a different situation, but even last year the
Jason
same thing.
Tatum went to his son. He didn't go say
you're about to announce the
to
MVP.
Dallas.
Yeah, well, Jason Tatum was a copycat last year.
Yeah, Jason.
Nah,
Tatum.
Jalen Brown. None of them went and said anything to the Dallas Mavericks. None of
Well,
them.
because they have no
That wasn't no
sportsmanship. They have
contest.
no class.
That's why. It wasn't no
They've
contest.
never done
Thank
this
you.
during the
Thank
NBA
you.
Finals.
But Tom,
bro.
think about it. When the last time? Well, I
I've
see
never
what you're
seen
saying.
this
I
during
see
the
what you're saying.
finals.
This was a
Maybe
different
during
finals,
the
man.
conference
This was different.
finals, not during the finals.
This was different. It was a different
Oh,
finals.
Kobe and Shaq running to each other in the mid-court. You think they had time to go dap up the whoever they beat?
Don't get
There you go.
dementia.
You ain't
He
got-
forgot he was even
No,
playing.
Tone, I think, bro, I don't know. This finals was
I've
kind of
never
like
seen
I don't know. Especially
a team
Tyrese
win
getting hurt at the
finals.
end.
They
Like,
usually celebrating, bro. They're not dapping up their opponents. Never after the finals. My bad. I just went on a tangent.
I get you, but it's like Hallie got hurt and it was a good series.
Yeah, no, I
and-
respect it. But at the same time, I just think it ruins the moment for the winners because, again, they're usually in that big celebration. Like, I remember Kobe and Shaq, like LeBron waiting for the time to, and then him and Kevin Love hugging like this, and it's a big celebration. You have time to go dap up the
Tone is
opponent.
just so anti-class. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, Tone against sportsmanship.
And he want to be like
Well,
Jordan, IT and them dip off.
I'm way more Kevin Garnett than I am Ray Allen. Trust.
They have the entire summer to go and celebrate. You can spare 2 minutes to dap up the other teams. Come on, Tone.
Jason Tatum celebrated.
Man, the East is gonna be
Jason
piss
Tatum
poor
celebrated by copying literally every NBA superstar he could.
Man wrote his mom a letter at like 7 years old.
Bro, it was
saying,
unoriginal.
"We did it," and that's exactly what he said. We did it.
Yeah, but he did it after KG, so it don't matter.
Hey, KG definitely. That's a historical moment. Like that's one of those ones. Anything possible?
Man, we let a Canadian run our country, man. It's crazy, man.
You talking about Drake?
So many moments.
You talking about Drake? Oh, crazy.
Kyson, you ain't no good, bro. You finna get us in trouble. See, there you go.
Hey,
See, there you go, bro.
Tyrese in the tunnel with crutches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's in the hallway.
I wanted to point that out. Yeah, he's out there still supporting. Most people would go straight to the hospital, get him right into it.
He's
feel for
Canadian.
him, man.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Everybody talks like that.
Oh man, I feel for him, bro. I fear for Hallie. I feel for Hallie, man. It sucks,
Damn,
bro.
man. Okay, it does suck, man. OKC just won a chip. Now let's come back to reality. No more being a basketball fan. This is bad for basketball. It's terrible.
What? Tyrese Halliburton getting hurt?
No, OKC winning the chip.
What?
Yeah, this is
hold on, why you
awful for basketball.
Why you
This
say
is
that?
terrible.
We
They
look
have
at
these
free
small
throw
market
merchant.
teams.
Free throw merchant. Win the chip.
Hey,
No,
hold on.
I'm
How
good.
many? Let me see. How many free throws?
I'm part of the free throw merchant committee. I'm Free throw
But
is
hold
part of
on, if he was a free throw merchant, what
Harden.
was
You already know. You already know Harden was the
Harden,
Harden,
Wade,
D Wade,
Kobe,
AI.
AI,
AI used
AI?
to kick out. He used to kick out.
Yo, cut it out.
What AI didn't try and get to the line.
All
Not
the
like
time.
that. Not like that.
Yeah,
You
that
crazy
was
as
a
AI
hell.
big
was to
part
the
of his.
cup trying to lay
Easy.
up over 7-footers.
If
See,
he was
Tone got
fading
the
away,
bias.
Taking jump
Tone got the bias going on. He mentioning everyone but his favorites.
AI didn't do that. That was something AI didn't do. I wish he did because he would have spent
Cap,
40.
cap.
It's the same way I just
man,
talking about
every
Devin
time
Booker.
AI
Devin
did a
Booker don't
fadeaway,
do
that
that.
leg was out, man. That leg was out every time
AI
he did a fade.
AI did more of the Reggie Miller or switching, but more than what he did as far as pump faking and shooting under people. AI wasn't doing that.
No, he wasn't doing that. No. He wasn't doing that. He was definitely trying to make sure he got that contact though. Like, and because he always all the shots were contested most
He
of the
was
time.
coming. Larry Brown was running the same plays for Michael Jordan and that he was running for AI.
Bro, talking about old ass
So
players.
we got Wade, we got SGA, we got Harden, we got Kobe. You can put TP in that Tony Parker. He used to draw a lot of fouls.
Chris
He used to
Paul,
he used
Chris
to pump
Paul
fake,
too,
bump
but he
into
did it.
you.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
We hold on. We putting Bron in there, right?
Bron just a
Nah,
flopper.
Braun be getting hacked.
Paul don't do that. That was
Braun be getting
Whoa.
He's just a
hacked.
flopper.
The
He be
the whole flopping thing, was that not LeBron's like MO?
Oh, he is 270. He don't get half the fouls he deserves. When
He
has to do
he's
something.
270 getting knocked down by ooh, I was about to
I just
getting
watched
down by boys that is 230.
who could tackle a bear get ran over on a screen by Ben Matherin. So
No, I'm not
This is
hearing none of
coming
that.
from a certified Braun hater.
I'm not a
Certified
Bron hater.
hater.
I'm not a Bron hater. I
He's
promise I'm not.
certified.
But if we're talking about free throw merchants, he's just not good at shooting free throws. He gets to the line. He
He's
sucks
not
at
a
won't
shooting
get
free
free throw
throws.
merchant.
he has the same problem Shaq did. They should average at least 5 more free throws a game.
Hey, and we'll miss all 5 of them.
That's crazy.
Still.
Nah, Shaq
And
would
we'll
miss
miss
all
all
5 of them. LeBron would make like 2 out of the 5.
2.5.
Yeah, that's your goal. Making 40% of his free throws. That's your
Now hold
goal.
on. Now wait. Now the only thing.
All
The only thing
right, we can
about
get into it. MJ
He
is
said he
hold
even
on. Wait.
more of a free throw merchant.
Speaking of ring culture, to go back on that, man, it's just LeBron just the wrong messenger for that message. If that makes sense. It's because like you played 22 years and you only got 4 rings, gang. 4.
Hey, and it's not like he hasn't had the opportunities. He's been to the finals 10 times and he's only won 4.
I think he's the perfect messenger because he's the second, if not first, greatest player ever, and the conversation is all about rings. And so he does have. When it comes to you talking, okay, the greatest ever is what five, maybe six people. It's Kareem, it's Russell, it's Will, it's Mike, it's LeBron, and it's Kobe, right?
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, and Magic.
Tone, can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
If Bron he's been to the finals 10 times. If he has 7 rings, do you think he still brings up ring culture? I don't think so.
I don't know, but I think that I don't know if the media is still as conflicted about who the GOAT is if he has 7. And so I think this conversation had to be had because of what the media is doing to not only him, but to other actual living legends within the game. They're trying to dismantle certain players' greatness because of rings. But you're not going to tell me KD ain't better than a lot of the players that ever played against Michael Jordan that don't have the rings.
That's fair. For comparing the GOATs, I mean, LeBron has the stats. He has the stats. Jordan has the accolades. Right?
Let me ask you this. Why Rajon Rondo wasn't on that list of point guards that we just named?
But because he didn't his impact on the game wasn't everlasting. Like it didn't he had a phase, and within that phase he did what he was supposed to do, but he was limited because of a jump shot, because of his lack of aggression to score in a scoring league. You know, we talk about these pure points. You know, you got to be able to score the ball somewhat. So therefore, that's why
John Stockton
Rondo.
didn't score the ball that much.
You said what?
John Stockton didn't score the ball that much.
And he don't got a ring. But
But he's on that
people,
list.
but people put him
And
at
he's
the list
also
because
the
of the
all-time
accolades. He
leader
has exactly, he has
in
Yeah,
accolades
it's
that
his
are
all-time leader in
untouchable.
assists, and like number
Skills,
2 or
that's
3 in
untouchable.
steals.
Assists, that's
Yeah.
untouchable.
Chris Paul
So
was
that
also on that list.
Yep.
and
Chris
that's
Paul should
I'm
be on that list though. He should
that's
be
what
on
I'm
that list.
saying though.
But Rondo got 2 rings, and he not on that list.
He shouldn't be on that
He
list.
shouldn't be
shouldn't
on the
be.
list.
Why not?
Rondo was never like Rondo in a stretch where he was fighting for his spot on the team, let alone the starting point guard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
mean,
Rondo didn't have a long enough run to say, all right, he was top 3 point guard for this long, or he was a top 5 point guard for this long. It
we
only
just had,
lasted for
don't know.
5-6 years.
we just had the same conversation about SGA. I mean, SGA has more rings than on this list. He has more rings than Steve
But
Nash, Chris Paul.
again, I really said this to just counter what the whole ring does, the whole ring talk does to the conversation, because people only bring it up when it's talking about LeBron. You could talk about other players who actually have the rings and accomplishments, but then certain players, they go, well, Chris Paul got all of this. Oh, that just knocks Rajon Rondo right off of the list. LeBron has the craziest statistical stat sheet we've ever seen in the history of the game. And you telling me he'll knock off 6 rings? If that's the whole conversation, if that's because that's what the OGs, that's what my era, they all go to the 6 rings, 6 for 6. But LeBron has the craziest statistical stat we've ever seen, and it will never get touched.
I mean, Tone, I think, but when you put it all together, right now,
and add his 4 rings. Go ahead, add those on too.
he has his 4 rings, but when you put it all together, and like when you go to 6 NBA finals and you win all 6, when you three-peat twice, even after leaving the NBA for 2 years, when you leave the league 3rd all time in points scored, and you only played 13 years, you didn't play nearly as many years as Kareem or even LeBron. Also, like I think when you put all that together, yes, it's the stats, but what he did for as the shortest amount of time in which he did, I think that is maybe one of the more bigger things we look at when we put it all together, right? LeBron has all the stats, he has the accolades, but he's done it without a period of time. Now, to his longevity, now that absolutely I think puts into his list. I think you absolutely put that onto his list. That's in my opinion.
It does, because
It's too much context.
LeBron met all of those Michael Jordan accomplishments besides rings in years prior to Mike, like youngest to 5,000, youngest to 10,000, youngest to 15, youngest to 20. LeBron was younger than Mike when he got those accomplishments. And what people fail to realize is LeBron James didn't have the great coaches that Michael Jordan had, or the fact that Mike recruited the best players in the league, those other positions he needed. Like,
but you could also say the same thing. I mean, when you talk about the players that I mean, because the Bulls, the only one of the few big pieces that they went out and got to help them win after their first three-peat was obviously Dennis Rodman. They went out and got Dennis Rodman,
one of the players who was actually beating him.
Fair enough.
No one ever brings that up. That Dennis Rodman was on the team that was beating him.
Fair enough. I have no argument there. But when you look at what LeBron, Jordan stayed with one team and had people come to him. LeBron went to other people.
I honestly don't see the difference.
I'm explaining. When you look at what LeBron did, he went to Miami and built a big 3, right? Dwayne Wade, who was the second best shooting guard in the league at that time, top 6, 7 player in the league at that time. Chris Bosh, who was a top 5 power forward in the league at that time. They went to Miami. Now, the first year, that first year in Dallas, that was the worst superstar performance in the NBA Finals I think I've ever seen. That's 2011. Now, they made up for it in the next year against the Thunder, as well as the following year against the Spurs. But once again, they went and they lost to the Spurs, who again deserved to win that championship. Who that was a very good basketball team. Okay, then you leave Miami because maybe you're slowing down, maybe we're looking, whatever it is. Then you go to Cleveland. Cleveland, who had the number one pick, and obviously not that year, but a number one up and coming pick in Kyrie Irving. Then you go out and get Kevin Love, again, one of the best players at his position, to come in and play with you. Then you bring in J.R. Smith, who was already good in New York. Again, maybe towards the end of his prime of his career, bring in Iman Shumpert. You go out and get guys, right? Then you lose
So hold
the
on,
first
wait,
year.
Jamal. I'm gonna stop you right here. Hold on, real quick, just real quick. That's exactly what I was about to say. Look at all the explaining you have to do. You can do the same thing for Jordan, and that's why I'm saying like this is a never-ending debate because
No.
there's so much context behind it. The competition LeBron going against is different from Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron came in the league at 18. Jordan was grown ass man, 21 years old. Grown man can go buy alcohol, cigarettes, whatever you call it. LeBron can do that for year 4 in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's too much context, and I think that the ring conversation is just also so vague. I just think we need to really look at it for what it is. When we look at, okay, this guy played for 23 years, this is what he did. This guy played for 16 years, 17 years, this is what he did. Not I think people got nostalgic feel to Michael Jordan because of who he is and the shoes and the three piece, like you all just said, Jamal. People hang on to that, so that's part of the argument. I like Jordan better than I like LeBron, so therefore I'm gonna you know lean towards his side, and then vice versa. I like LeBron more, so I'm gonna lean towards his side.
Yeah.
But the context of both of their careers is just way too much. I think we should just look at, all right, boom, this dude did this in this amount of time, this dude did this in this amount of time. But the rings come into fact because this guy got 6 and 17 years, this guy got 4 and 23. I think if Braun gives one more, it's really no more argument. But it's just the
Yeah,
fact that
I
he's
agree.
not only is he 2 rings behind, but the ratio, 4 rings in 20 some years. And then when you add the context, okay, he made 10 of them. He went to the finals 10 times. That's great and all, but he lost. That's just
And I
what it
think
is.
And I think the biggest thing too, Kyson, when you brought up his accolades, was the difference in terms of the accolades that LeBron and that separates Jordan and LeBron. Right? You talk about the two finals MVPs, the MVP, the 9 scoring titles, the Defensive Player of the Year. The accolades that separate LeBron and Jordan by itself is another Hall of Fame career. That like I don't think people think about that. The accolades that separate Jordan and LeBron is another Hall of Fame career.
For both sides, though.
I'm about to say LeBron put double him in assists,
Yeah.
rebounds.
Yeah,
And then
LeBron, you can make the same case for LeBron easily. Easily. You can first 12 years in the league, a career. The next 12,
Hall of
a
Fame
career.
career every team
Easily.
he played on.
Easily.
I don't think, because if you talk about the stat, I mean, what accolades does LeBron have over Jordan?
What do you mean?
Assists, rebounds,
assists and
blocks.
Okay, now again, but I'm talking about the stats that separate them. I'm not talking about the stats in general. I'm talking about the stats that separate them. When you look at, hold on, what LeBron has 40,000.
40,000. Like what?
He's over
So the difference
7,000 points.
so the difference is 7,000 points. Does somebody who come into the league and score 7,000 points, is that a Hall of Famer?
So wait,
Okay,
you're
no.
saying
Yeah.
so
I'm saying
you're
this.
saying
I'm
the
saying
9
this.
defensive player of the years, and you
How many
saying
points does Stockton have?
Huh?
How many points does Stockton have? How many points total?
I don't even think he had 20K.
John
Stockton.
20K?
You think he got
Yeah.
20K?
19,711.
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
It's
So
Dennis-
again,
Dennis Rodman might not got 10,000. Yes, he stopped scoring after about 87, 88.
he had 6,683.
There you go, Hall of Fame career.
Man, all I'm saying is Bron. I mean,
But
Jordan,
but again, he also won 3 championships.
LeBron won 4.
And LeBron won
I'm saying if you split LeBron career in half, he
Uh-huh.
won 2 in this half, 2 in this half.
Uh-huh.
Like that's 2 Hall of Fame careers.
Jordan does the same thing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But that's what I'm saying. But the accolades that separate them is still another Hall of Fame career in itself. If you
But
if you talk about the accolades that LeBron has that Jordan doesn't, that's not a Hall of Fame career.
But I also think, I'm sorry, but you have to go back and attribute some of the what we would call fluff to Mike's Hall of Fame achievements, because people have already gone back and checked and counted how many steals that he had per game and this that, and they like Mike had 2 steals. Y'all got him down for 5. Like they were taking steals away from other players and giving them to Mike, and then again. Mike got more all defensive than Scottie Pippen, who always guarded the best player on the other team. So I'm sorry. And Mike is my GOAT. Mike is still my GOAT. I had his posters on my wall as a kid. But I'm not gonna cap when I seen cap. Like Pippen guarded. Mike didn't guard.
and on top of that, we never seen Michael Jordan carry nobody. You can't. There's not a player on any of the teams before LeBron went to Miami. Not a player that was better than Scottie Pippen on his team before he went to Miami. And he was carrying them dudes to 60 win seasons multiple times, finals, conference finals, second round. He was doing way more with way less than what Jordan was.
40 years old. Mike wasn't doing this.
That's another thing. Jordan, he wasn't doing this at no 40. He couldn't
Well, what's
do it
this?
at 40. He
I mean,
couldn't
the
do it at 40.
stats.
What? So now the stats don't matter? When do the stats matter? Let me know.
Okay,
Let me know so I can fix my argument.
Stats can matter, yes, but when you put it all when you put it all together, because we don't name a GOAT based on stats, just stats, and we don't name a GOAT based on just accolades. We put it all together.
And so
That's how
when
you
I
name
watched
the GOAT.
Mike come back and play for the Wizards, and I watched him do this to Jerry Stackhouse's shot on the glass with 2 hands off the backboard block, that stuck in my mind. I was like, I ain't seen that in a lot of years. Somebody punched somebody's shot with 2 hands, let alone it be 40-year-old Michael Jordan. I've been watching LeBron do stuff I ain't seen rookies do. And LeBron is 40 years old.
Again, you guys are saying like I have LeBron like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 on my list. Like you got that's the way you're making it sound. LeBron is number 2 compared to Michael Jordan. You guys are making it sound like I have him. You guys are making it sound like I have him on like 10 or 11. LeBron is, in my opinion, the second greatest player that has ever touched a basketball, and the greatest player I have ever watched live touch a basketball. But again, when you put it all together, like
that's my point.
We started this conversation.
We ain't never seen Jordan play.
And so I'm trying to almost eliminate that by saying, yo, Bron got 40,000, this, that. You're not gonna tell me that ring talk is the only thing that we gonna just subside all of LeBron's accomplishments, especially when I watched Mike lose in the earlier rounds. So I don't know how we gonna sit here and bad talk LeBron for losing.
LeBron has lost in the earlier rounds the past 3-4 years.
At 35. Well, why was it Mike was doing this?
Mike was young, Mike was young
and had great coaching. So he was accomplished in college. He had great coaching in college. He had mentors. LeBron came in the game at 18, 19 years old.
So you're blaming that on Michael Jordan that he had good coaching?
I'm giving you context.
No. But
exactly.
Are you discrediting him?
The context is what's going to be it all.
Context to the argument. I'm saying that LeBron did this versus what Michael Jordan did. I still have Mike as the GOAT, but Mike did lose in the first and second rounds many times and then beat an older Detroit Pistons, beat an older Laker team, beat an older Celtics team. When I watched LeBron play all of these Celtic teams and was beating them, was beating the Detroit Pistons, was beating these teams that just won championships, he was beating them.
So why don't we beat up LeBron for not winning anything in the first 3 or 4 years of his career?
We do. But
I don't think no, Jamal, we don't.
We do. He got swept.
We do because we bring up the fact that he went to Miami to learn how to win.
Exactly. 66 wins bounced out in the second round. 60 wins. Bounced out. MVP. Second year back-to-back winning MVP. Bounced out in the second round. Like we talked about it, but in that I think what Tone just said is like perfect. The context of Jordan's career versus the context of LeBron's career. Which one you like better? That's what it is. You cannot say, okay, what Michael Jordan did is way better than what LeBron did. So I got Michael Jordan over LeBron because what Michael Jordan did was way better. Because it wasn't, and vice versa. You cannot say, "Oh, what Bron is doing or did is way better than what Jordan is doing." You can't do either or. So I just think the GOAT debate is an opinionated debate. It's just
Oh, it
a
absolutely is.
like
That I absolutely agree with. The GOAT
I don't
debate
think it'll never
is
be a clear cut GOAT.
no, never. It is absolutely opinionated. There's no fact. Like even and that's really the only sport it's like an undisputed GOAT for right now is football.
Who's that?
Lamar
Patrick Mahomes.
Jackson.
Patrick Mahomes is the undisputed GOAT. There's nobody better than Patrick Mahomes. That's the only sport that there's an undisputed GOAT is football.
Goodness gracious. Hey, yo, but now, real talk.
Hey, yo, I like that, Jamal. I
Real
like that.
talk of football. So, Kyson, this conversation is always funny to me because there's certain people like I love the game, but like there were players that I got to watch when I was 7 years old. Of course, I don't remember them the same way I do when I was 15 years old, or the same way I was when I was 25 years old. I always need to hear my man Lowe's perspective about players that he never got to watch. Let's go, Lowe.
No,
Yeah,
no.
opinion on this GOAT talk, man.
Yeah, go ahead, D-Lo.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
I mean, I think when you want to talk about putting it all together, then why isn't Kareem the GOAT? Last time I checked, he's got more MVPs. He's got more rings. He's got more points, more rebounds, more blocks.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
So when you're putting it all together, like Jamal says, why is Kareem not the GOAT? Like, what separates them?
Magic Johnson.
So
Okay.
because he's got an asterisk, you can
who's-
say the same thing for MJ, Scotty,
I'm not saying
and Phil
personally.
that's
Jackson.
accolades. That's accolades. Who's the more skilled basketball player between Michael Jordan and Kareem?
See, now we're talking about skill.
That's
We didn't
part of
bring this up.
basketball.
We didn't
That's
bring this
part
up
of
with
basketball.
LeBron. We didn't bring it up with Bron.
Michael Jordan is more skilled
Because
than
they're not
LeBron.
that far apart in skill, though. That's what I'm saying.
Michael
Like,
Jordan, they're not that
So
far
why didn't-
apart.
Why
But
didn't
Michael
we bring
Jordan
it up?
is the more skilled basketball player than LeBron is.
If you're looking at
Jordan-
scoring, sure.
Jordan
Defensively,
or
yes.
Jordan or-
Defensively, Bron can guard 1 through 5. Can MJ do that?
no.
You acting like LeBron. MJ never did that.
LeBron, as the all-time
MJ did
leading
not do that.
scorer, is
MJ
He never ever guarded a 5. Never ever.
He was just
MJ,
doing it.
yo, let me
in the
tell
last
you,
series.
you gotta
It's
go
just
back and
simple.
watch tapes, more. I'm gonna literally start sending you clips. Mike did not guard the best players on the opposition. He literally had Dennis Rodman, Ron Harper, Pippen. They literally picked other people to play those prime players.
Hey,
So
Bron
that
guarding Wade,
get
Bron
buckets.
guarding Kobe, Bron guarding Paul Pierce. Then he'll switch on KG real quick. Like, come on now.
Okay, now.
Oh,
Okay.
Then there's a lot more pick and rolling now.
Now, okay, can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Now again, just quick answers because I promise there's a point to it. How many people can win a defensive player of the year in a season?
1.
One. How many people can make an All-NBA defensive first team in a season?
5.
5. Okay. Now, how many
Mhm.
people can make any All-NBA defensive team?
10.
Okay. Michael Jordan has 9 all-defensive NBA teams.
Because that's just the bias, man.
No.
They love
no.
Michael Jordan.
Hold
let's-
on, Kyson. Let him finish.
I'm not
his
saying
point.
I'm not saying Jordan ain't no all-time defender. I'm not saying that at all. But the name Michael Jordan just sounds good in all defensive. Just sounds good in all NBA. Just sounds good. We can't get the nigga MVP. Sorry, we can't give him MVP every single year. So we got to give him. Give him this. Give him that. Give him this year. Give him that. Like Tone's telling you, he only in there because he getting the passing lanes. He's not guarding the main dude possession after possession is Scotty, and Scotty don't got near amount the all defensive teams. He doesn't even have a consideration for
Oh,
defensive player of the year.
I think he's got like
Was
7 or 8.
was LeBron guarding Steph?
He was switching on him. I mean,
Oh no. See, don't do that. No. Was
He was
in the
guarding-
That's
beginning of the
not
game,
my-
was the
but
game
that's
plan?
not-
No,
I'm
hold
not-
on.
guarding
hold
KD.
on. I'm not
Hold
using
on.
that argument though.
When
Yeah,
I'm
you're
answering
planning
the question. No,
playing.
he's not guarding Curry. He's not guarding Curry on the kisses basis.
in the game plan, right?
I'm not
When
using
you
that.
go in the game plan, was David Blatt in 2014. David Blatt said, LeBron, you're guarding Steph. You follow Steph the whole time.
Why would he do that?
They went the Michael Jordan route and went and got him
Because-
Mark Shumpert.
Hold on. No.
No, that was
That's my
Delhi
point,
year.
though. LeBron didn't do that because he was saving his energy. For the last 10 years of his career,
No.
he was guarding one of the
It's a bad
weaker offensive.
matchup.
He was guarding Andre Iguodala.
He was guarding Draymond.
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy that's
The point
averaged
guard
10
of
points a
the
game.
team.
The guy was
Draymond, the
facilitator
literal
of the
point
team.
guard.
What is
the
what's the
team.
point? What's the point here though?
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I'm
What's
just,
the
so
point?
you guys are acting like LeBron was just guarding the best player. Jatone, just like you're saying, Jordan never guarded the best player. Fine, cool, fine and dandy. LeBron did the same thing. He didn't guard the best player.
But he did. If it made sense, like again, if Kobe
Listen, well, I'm trying to find out. He
again
didn't guard
guarded
Dirk.
Kobe, he
didn't
guarded
guard Dirk.
D-Wade.
He never played Kobe when it mattered.
Why 6'11", 7-footer, Curry
Okay,
6'3".
So,
It just
okay,
doesn't
so
make
why are we
sense.
coming up with excuses like this for Jordan?
I'm saying though, Jordan had
Because
literal
Jordan got all
Dominique
these first team
Wilkins.
defense. How you
Literal,
getting all these first team defenses
stars.
if you're not guarding nobody?
you're not
Somebody
guarding. You're
has
really
to
not
vote.
guarding your guy. What do you mean? You guarding the three
Somebody has
guy.
to vote. Again, so LeBron is this all time 1 through 5 defender. He sits down in the chairs and locks up your favorite player. Why was he not hold on, let me finish. Why was he not guarding Steph? Why did he not guard Dirk? Why did he not guard Kawhi? Like why
That's
why
not the
did he not guard
argument,
Tim
bro.
Duncan? Why is he not guarding? He can guard
That's not the argument.
hold on. He can guard 1 through 5. So what you're telling me is he is the best defender on his team, which means he should be defending the best player. He can guard 1 through 5, right? No, hold on. He can guard 1 through 5.
6'9".
Why is he not guarding Tim Duncan? Why is he not guarding Steph Curry? Why is he not guarding Kevin Durant? Why is he not guarding these guys? That's my question.
What player in the top 5 has done that?
Yeah, I'm like
I don't care about the top
No,
5. I
answer
care
the
about LeBron.
question. Answer the question. No, you
not
don't
in the
like.
system.
Answer the
Why would
question. How
you
you
want
gonna
your
deflect
best
that?
player to exhaust themselves?
Name
So
a top.
why
name a
are you
top
saying
5 player that did that.
why can you not
Name
say
a
the same
top
thing
5
about Michael
player that
Jordan?
did that.
Why can you not say the same
You're
thing?
not even
Name a top
listening
5 player
to
that's done
the
that.
argument.
Name a top 5 player that guarded every top 5 player of all time. We talking Magic. We talking Tim Duncan. All these guys we talk about. Name any of them that guarded the best player every single game.
None
Name
of them. None of them.
So that's not the argument we are making.
But you guys are
We're
discrediting Jordan because he didn't do it.
No,
I'm just
we're
saying
not.
that
We're not.
all
LeBron
10
is
of
more
those all
viable.
defensive were likely not truly his. That's all I'm saying. Because
And
there was
also-
another guy who was likely guarding their best offensive player every night. So why doesn't he have as many as Mike? If not
And
more?
on top of that, LeBron is just more doable. Like he can guard 1 through 5 better than Michael Jordan
Yeah,
can.
that
That's
was-
the argument.
kind of crazy.
That's it.
Kyson. Just don't say.
What I said?
Pause. You said LeBron was more doable, my brother.
I'm about to get the.
Hey, Kyson, I be trying to
Fuck
tell
with
him,
it.
bro. I be trying to tell him. Right when
I'm
you're
about
making
to
a
get
good
this.
point. Right when you're making a good point, I be trying to tell him, bro. I promise I do. I
Yeah,
promise.
Hey, I was
But yeah,
trying
no,
to
the
make a good
argument-
point,
the-
and
we not-
everybody jumped in.
The argument
like,
wasn't, oh, I'm putting LeBron on the best player every single. That wasn't the argument. Argument was, all right, if I had a player to guard 1 through 5 between LeBron and Jordan, I'm going to pick LeBron to do it just because he's bigger. That's just a fact. That's just something you can put towards his argument. On the
Yeah.
back end,
So-
with
so-
Jordan,
Oh, my
but
bad. Go ahead.
Jordan, you can put, okay, he was a better stealer of the ball. He can get steals better than LeBron can. He was a better perimeter defender overall than what LeBron was. You can give points to Jordan. We're not discrediting Jordan. All we're saying is that Bron can possibly, if you need him to, guard 1 through 5. What's
Did
wrong
you-
with that?
Do you think Jordan deserved all 9 of his all defensive NBA teams?
I can't answer that because we didn't watch it.
Okay. Oh, fine. You know,
Let's
that's a
ask
good point.
Tone. Let's ask Tone that. Let's ask Tone that. No disrespect, Tone, but
I appreciate it. But no, again, it's primarily because again, I couldn't watch Mike. Me watching Mike wasn't as valuable as until like 90, 91. You know what I'm saying? Because I was born in '83. So you go from 8, 9, and I start to get more of an understanding. And then when I get to 96, but again, from what I understand and watching Mike, like even the game that's one of my favorite games when Allen Iverson hit Mike with the yah, and then went back to the left and then crossed him. Phil had to yell, Mike, because he wasn't guarding Allen Iverson. He yelled Mike so that he would go guard AI. And then AI gave him work. But it just wasn't that. It's again what you're speaking to, Maul, is it's not in the system for the best player who's got to exhaust himself offensively to actually use that much energy on a defensive end. That's why like certain players like Kawhi Leonard, even Paul George used to kind of do it more than LeBron and Mike used to. But I do think that it just doesn't make sense, the numbers, the fact that Mike has more than Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Like they played, Pippen actually played longer than Mike. So he was there for the 2 years Mike wasn't there. And then he went to Portland. And so it's hard for me to do the math. And Mike was a phenomenal defender, but Pippen was better than everyone.
So how many does Bron got?
6.
6.
6. Now I'm looking something up right now. I want to. Okay, who's the better defender between Tony Allen and LeBron?
That is like you saying all around?
It depends on what you're looking at.
Yeah, all around.
If you're talking an all-around defender,
Who's the better defender?
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Tony Allen
is
yes.
a better
Tony
perimeter
Parker.
defender.
I misheard. You said Tony Allen?
Tony Allen
Or LeBron?
That's tough.
That is tough.
Again,
Because that's how good his perimeter defense is.
Like as much as you can with LeBron. To me, that's like having a Draymond, having a who else?
It's not too many you can name. I mean,
LeBron's a Swiss Army knife. Like,
okay, Draymond Green and LeBron. Who's the better defender?
All right, Dre.
All right, Draymond.
Okay,
I say Draymond for because he's a quarterback of a defense, literally.
Again, at least we're not having any LeBron glazing bias. I am happy about that. Okay, Tim Duncan and LeBron.
Better
LeBron.
I think LeBron.
Perimeter, dog. Like, come on. Don't be disrespectful.
What?
Tim Duncan's gonna guard on perimeter?
He can't? He couldn't? He couldn't.
Maybe when he was younger.
Just like LeBron. Who?
I can't.
One of the top guards right now.
Have this argument as far as Tim Duncan guarding the perimeter like LeBron James, Mr. Chase Down himself, 94 feet, game winner in the finals on a block. Man, cut it out. Stop it.
Gary Payton.
Then he blocked Thiago Splinter, wrist in the rim.
You said Gary Payton?
Gary Payton
is a better perimeter defender. But I seen White Chocolate put Gary GP on skates.
Yeah, I saw who did I see? What random what was it? What random clipper that I saw say broke LeBron? So that I don't understand. That point I don't understand. It was like some random clipper Evan Turner. I saw Evan Turner break off LeBron.
Turner got sauce.
But Evan Turner when he was like 38.
AT had handles. That's what he did have.
I mean,
6-7 point guard.
Kawhi's definitely a better defender. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. No, Kawhi?
Hands down. Scotty, definitely a better defender. Like, that's who you got to be naming. Like, you got to be naming dog.
But even then.
Do this for me. Check how many Joe Dumars. How many all defensive does Joe Dumars have?
He was a clamp.
Joe
Get
Dumars
down.
has 5 all
Yeah,
defensive
see what I'm
NBA
saying?
teams.
You answered my question right there. The fact that Joe Dumars has 5 is crazy.
Was he better defender than LeBron?
He's a better defender than Michael Jordan.
I didn't ask that.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to really compare errors like that. The same way we can't like on ball. He can't guard the 4 to 5. He probably could barely guard the 3.
So was he a better defender than LeBron?
And that again, perimeter, same as the other arguments. But he can't switch.
Jamal, come on, bro. You can't you can't
okay,
do
because
that,
I'm saying,
bro. If
so
I got a
he has-
player that
so-
I can put on anybody just about. I'm not saying the whole game. I'm just saying I can put him on him for a few minutes. All right, get off. Go guard your man now. Like I can do that
I
with
seen
LeBron.
Marcus Smart punch Joel Embiid's shot.
Also,
He's not-
I think it's funny.
What?
I think it's funny how Scottie Pippen, he doesn't get his credit, whatever. He has more all defensive teams than Michael Jordan does.
Yeah, 10 of them, right?
He
Oh,
had
11.
10.
10.
And Mike got how many?
9.
That's one. It's not enough.
Scott, you were towing. Come on, dog. Like you were just hold on.
He played
Hold
the
on,
2
hold on.
seasons, the 1.5.
One second.
Like them playing.
No, because you were
So
talking
he should
about
have-
Scotty again. Scotty, he deserves all the. He is one of the best defenders of all time. You were saying, oh,
I thought he had one less. He had
one more. So again, like you saying all this stuff, like, he.
Again, he still played the defense on the number 1 player. So it'd be like Ron Artest and Kobe. And you're gonna tell me Kobe has the same amount, but with Kobe not guarding the same amount as Ron Artest, how can he be putting in the same amount of work and if he's not guarding?
Listen,
You understand that? It's like me and you being on the same team, but literally you gotta guard the point guard every game, and I just get to kick back. But we both win first all team defense.
Kick back. If they're playing the Pistons, and Scottie Pippen is guarding Isaiah Thomas, you think and kicking back is guarding Joe Dumars?
Yeah.
Ron Harper.
You got to guard the second, if not the third best offensive player.
I'm just saying, these people that were voting on these awards, you don't think they watched every single game?
No.
I'm not
I
convinced.
doubt it. They don't. Some of these. Charles Barkley tell me he don't watch half the games. Every time I watch games.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley don't vote. Charles Barkley don't got to vote.
I watched Stephen A. playing Tetris the other night during the playoffs.
Tetris. Solitaire.
Yeah, solid. Come on, dog. There you go.
Nah, but I do think I do think personally it was just a lot of bias because Mike ruled the world. Like Mike,
You know what?
they changed rules to Mike.
Apparently wasn't that much bias because other people saw what you saw. And so they gave him 10 all-defense NBA teams.
Who, Scotty?
Yes.
Scotty
And
was.
were all of them first teams?
Let me see.
Scotty was.
He got-
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. He had first
No,
team.
all defensive teams. So he had
He got most of the second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 first
8.
teams.
And how many of MJ's were first teams?
We'll find out right now.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think all 9.
I don't think it's all 9.
There's no
Let me see.
way.
If it's like
It
3 to
was-
6, I'm cool with that.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was all 9.
Damn, come on, Jamal. Come
What are
on.
we? Yeah,
Y'all be
that
calling-
argument is
Come on,
invalid.
Jamal.
The argument is invalid.
Jamal,
The argument's
really?
invalid now.
Come on, Jamal. Let's keep it on it.
The argument's invalid.
That was good, bro. That was funny.
Man, you try to throw yourself an alley.
Oh man,
Off the glass, huh?
that was good, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. They were just giving them
That
it
was good.
just because they couldn't give him MVP 10 times. They just couldn't. So we gotta make it look good on the back end. Like I said, I'm not saying Jordan didn't deserve it. I say out of 9, he deserved 6. 6 for sure, easily. Like every time he won MVP, give him all defensive year, easy. You know what I'm saying? Or not MVP. Every time he won a ring or something.
Mike was him. But it
Yeah,
just
no
bothers
doubt.
me. It bothers me a lot when people who control the narrative. They say that LeBron is this flopping and this and that. I'm like, yo, I watched Mike. Mike did all the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? He
LeBron got it from somebody.
LeBron
Modeled his game after Jordan.
five
Literally.
5 out of 6 of LeBron's all the defensive teams were
First
LeBron
team.
needs and that 2013 Defensive Player of the Year is his, by the way. They
I
robbed
couldn't
him.
tell. I see
No,
Marcus Gasol's name next to it.
Marcus Gasol's
Second
coach.
team,
Marcus Gasol's
second
coach.
team all
all
defensive.
defensive.
Like
I
what?
And he won
couldn't tell.
D-Boy.
I couldn't tell.
Second, that's the biggest highway robbery that we've ever seen.
I couldn't tell.
And
How
then we
does
give
the
it to
defensive
Joakim
player
Noah
of
next
the
That
year.
or is it Kobe's MVP losing to?
Oh, hold on. You talking about the 2-time MVP winner? You talking
That
about? Hold
should have
on.
been.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Can we move
Oh,
off of
hold
this?
Hold on, wait.
Can
Now
we
we talking
move
about that
on?
was that was LeBron's 3rd year in the league, and he averaged 31 a year.
Some
31 a game.
fell on the ground. Some fell on the ground.
31, 6, and 7 at 22 years old.
Hey, it's almost like the same argument that SGA had this year. He had the best team. His team won 60 some odd games.
18 and 10.
And
I'm
Steve
like, don't do that.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
But
Thank you, Kyson. I'm glad
hey,
you're
and
here.
you're sitting here rooting for Jokic. Shut up. You're sitting
Bro,
here saying
LeBron
Jokic should have
averaged
won it.
Kobe averaged 35. LeBron averaged 31 at 22. Come
Yeah.
on.
Steve
I'm
Nash
tired of
wasn't even
hearing
the best
all
player on
D
that
Wade.
team.
Can we
No,
move
not D
on?
Wade. Not D
Amari
Wade.
Stoudemire was more valuable than Steve Nash.
Can we move on? Can we start
Dirk,
talking
man, Dirk averaged
Thunder?
32 that year. No, Dirk averaged like 27, and he had a 60-win team. But they gave it to Steve Nash, 18
Steve Nash
and
has 2
10.
MVPs.
I don't know who he paid.
Steve Nash has 2 MVPs.
18 and 10.
2. Dose.
Who is insane? Insane.
The fact that they
Dose.
got 3 more MVPs and they do championships, diabolical.
Steve Nash is the reason why ring culture is what it is, bro. Because you can't. There's no value in the MVP no more. Just
Damn.
zero.
See that that hit kind of hard right there. Oh, that's me. Man says
What
So
are we
that's
valuing?
that's when hold on. So 2006 is when the MVP stopped mattering.
that's what it said.
Hell
That's
no.
basically
No,
what
no,
it
no,
said.
no.
That's what you just said.
I didn't say to stop mattering right there. I just said it's the reason why ring culture has such a prominent thing now.
Steve Nash is the reason. Kyson.
Because Steve Nash won 2 MVPs and never made it to the finals. Ever.
I know a few other guys that have multiple MVPs and did not make it to the
Oh, I
finals.
gotta shout out my niece,
Ooh.
my brother. My brother said they watched.
Multiple MVPs and
Pretty
didn't go to
crispy.
the finals
Shout
not
out
once.
there. Shut up, man.
It's not too many, Jamal. It's not too many.
Yeah, but
Multiple MVPs, multiple 1, 2, 3 type, and then never made it to the finals.
Can we get on to the real show for today and talk about Oklahoma City?
well, I feel like we talked about him a lot already. I feel like that was.
We could talk about Shea winning
I was gonna
MVP.
say we talked about them. We talked about.
Can we talk
them a
about
lot.
KD? Can we
What
talk about KD?
We talked about KD too. All right, I'm sorry, D'Lo. What would you like to talk about?
Let's hear from Kyson because Houston got him. What are the expectations next year?
Go there, Jamal.
Can they
Set it
beat
up.
Oklahoma City?
It's a great question.
Can they even make it out the second round? Like,
I
what
think
are
I
we?
think there's a
D'Lo. Way to drive.
D'Lo. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot to unfold because I think a lot of things are gonna happen this summer. OKC, I don't think they're gonna come back with this exact same roster. I don't think they can afford this roster right now. So there's a lot of moves to be made. But if you're asking me, my expectations for the Rockets, I've been ducking it because I can't really give you an answer. There's still more moves to be made. I think there's at least one more move, one more addition, and then I can give you my legit answer. But let's say if we're going with this roster today with no 2 guard, because we don't have a 2 guard right now. Cam Whitmore would be probably Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Reed Shepard, maybe. Like those are not viable options for a 2 guard right now. So we need a two
Playing a
guard.
man.
That is true. That is true. But him
That's,
and
that's
Freddie
the
together.
that's the five that they posted.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's Freddie, Amen, KD, Jabari, and
They got
Segun.
And Sengun.
Jabari and KD flip flop, but
Bari at the three? No,
Mhm.
Bari, he's a rebounder. He's a great defender, energy guy. We
he
just need
played the
KD
three in
get
the playoffs.
because we didn't have it. He's the backup to Dylan Brooks, basically. So KD just took Dylan Brooks' spot. Jabari's out four because he can guard centers. He be playing center sometimes.
It'll be interesting to see KD going back to the three. I don't think he can defend the three anymore. But
Oh,
he
he won't.
have
He
to
definitely won't.
defend.
So all right, in that sense, then yeah, Jabari is the three because he'll be most likely guarding threes. And but for the most part, on offense, he's gonna catch and shoot, literally catch and shoot. And we still got Steven Adams. That was a great pickup. We needed him to keep him because our double big lineup when he gets in was pretty good this year. We still got, like I said, we got Cam, we got Reed Shepard to develop. We got Tari Eason still. We still got 9 guys we can throw out and play competitive basketball right now, even if we don't make the move I think we're gonna make. So, but this is not enough. Not enough. Not yet. No, not enough to beat OKC. Nah, I don't think so. Just simply because um I think we devalue. I think we don't. I'm trying to find the words. I think we don't really expect the leaps these guys take into account because I think the leap Amen is about to take is about to be crazy. So I think we go as far as he takes us because I think we're all on the same page, especially getting rid of JG. That this is his team, this is Segun and his team. And I think if he can develop, at least get somewhat of a jump shot, get that handle better together, we know what he can do on defense. Um, we definitely are conference finals bound right now, but we still have pieces, we still have things to do in order to be able to hang with OKC.
I agree.
Gumo. What about the Suns?
Do I have to talk about the Suns?
Yes. Yeah.
um,
Where do they go from here?
I mentioned it a little earlier. I think right now, Jalen Green you use to flip. You flip get Jalen Green. You send him to a team that's looking for a star, or a young guy that could really, you could not build around, but help build around maybe another guy. You maybe send them to Washington, or one of these other teams, man. That really, a Portland maybe, although they already have Anthony Simons. But I think you send him to a team that needs a young star to kind of build around / help build around. Because I don't think the reason why I say that is because I don't believe Devin Booker and Jalen Green will work out together. The two ball dominant, scoring guards. Jalen Green a little bit more inconsistent than Devin Booker is, but the thing is, Jalen Green, I don't believe is a guy that you can go win with, especially when you already have Devin Booker. And I believe Bradley Beal will be off the team by the time next season comes around, by the time training camp comes around. So to that point, man, I think the Suns should try and flip Jalen Green and get whatever you can for him, because I think there's still value in Jalen Green. He's still young. He's 23. He's shown potential. He averaged over 20 points per game this past season. But I think you try and flip him. And go and get somebody, whether it's picks or whether it's a few other guys that you can bring in and help possibly make a playoff run. So
That was gonna be my question. Are you guys going? Like, are you guys going for it all? Or you guys, what do you think the team success look like?
And here's the thing that I don't. And Kevin has said this a couple times. I don't understand. If you know Devin Booker and if you know what he's about, obviously we know Devin Booker's favorite player is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant played with one franchise for however many, 21 years, 20 years. Devin Booker, I think, has no intention of leaving the Phoenix Suns anytime soon. If we remember, the Lakers kind of went through a really rough patch after 2012 and 2013. I mean, they were throwing out some nasty lineups. Yes, after Kobe tore his Achilles, they were throwing out some nasty lineups, but they were also rebuilding. Now, they never really got to contention again after that. But I mean, when a franchise loves you as much as they do, and when he loves this franchise as much as he does, he's grown up here and he's been here through everything, thick and thin. He's been through here success. He's been here through failures. I don't understand why people think Devin Booker is going to ask out. I just think that's asinine as a 10, as my brother Tone would say. But Devin Booker is still the guy you build around. That nonetheless, that is still the guy you build around. Now, in terms of going for it this year, I don't think you can. I think you try and get whatever you can to make a playoff run and see what you need for the following year, in which then you can maybe make a run. If you really, really build correctly and get the right pieces to build around Devin Booker, young pieces who can also grow alongside Devin Booker, maybe you can make a run after this next season. But in terms of this season, I don't think it's realistic to think that the Suns are going for it all, as well as going to make a run at winning it all. So I think this year you kind of scope everything out. You get some players to compete. You make a playoff run, and you attempt to go as far as you can. But I think the year after this is really when you whether it's make a big trade or go sign a big free agent to really bring in somebody that could be the missing piece or missing pieces. And then maybe I think you make a run.
I agree with what Kev said there, but I kind of agree with what you just said as well, especially because you guys got new ownership, so it'd be kind of weird for Devin Booker to sit here this long and then leave when you could probably got more money to play with. And then like you look around the board, what other moves can he really make? Like he can't go to the Lakers. We gonna go to I guess he can go to the Knicks, if they're gonna shake Jalen Brunson, which wouldn't make sense for the Knicks. But I mean, you all get Devin Booker, and somehow they can swindle Devin Booker.
Yeah. and I think the other piece we're forgetting is Devin Booker's due for an extension this offseason. He's due for the biggest 2-year 175. I mean, if you pass that up, whether you want to win or not, I think you're a crazy person.
Yeah, I don't think he stays.
I think he will. I think he's not the type of dude to ask out. And if he does ask out, I think the Suns are going to do their best to keep it under wraps. Try to satisfy him first before letting it known to everybody, hey, if he's not happy here, let's see what we can do. But I don't think that's near. I think we got a good few years from that. I think he's a Sun for at least the next 3 years.
3 years.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this.
Go ahead, I see it. Listen, if you're the Suns and you look at the future, it's bleaker than it's ever been, in my opinion. When you look at it, right, the only first round pick that you have for at least to my knowledge for the next couple of years is the number 10 pick that you just got.
No,
Because
we have 2 picks in the first round this year. Then we have a 2027 first round pick. Then we have a 2029 first round pick.
Yeah, so I think the
outside of
Suns
their
are in a good
protected
decent
picks.
spot.
I
think
that they physically could not trade.
The what?
Outside of their protected picks that they physically could not trade.
What protected picks?
Because you can't trade first round picks in back-to-back years.
Oh yeah.
So again, when you're looking at it from the perspective of getting new talent, they can't get anything. And I think if you're Phoenix, you realize that you're not building a contender anytime in the next 5 years. I don't think that you do. You don't have enough pieces to go out and do that. So why not go out and get value now for Book while his value is still great and you hit the reset button?
But again, I think again, 5 years I think is a little drastic just because of, I mean, D'Lo, I think you're thinking of, I think a lot of recency bias, right? The Suns, the position that they're in right now in this very moment is not good. But you get off of Kevin Durant, you get what you could for Kevin Durant. I fully believe if you trade Jalen Green to a team who wants him bad enough, who is looking for a young star like that, I believe you can get a first-round pick or 2 for Jalen Green. The only reason why we didn't
who's looking for Jalen Green though?
Huh?
That's to me.
I
That's
don't know if there's a whole lot out there.
Absolutely. You're telling me there's not a team that's looking for a young guard who just came off the best season of his career, averaging 20 points a game, and just turned 23 years old?
Not a championship team. Not somebody like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a championship team.
Well, who's giving up? Who's giving up significant pieces for Jalen Green? I guess
that's what I'm saying. Not significant. I'm not saying it has to be a top 5 pick. I'm just saying I think you can get a first or 2 for.
But of the
Jalen
teams
Green.
that you mentioned that should go out and get Jalen Green, they will have top 5 picks because they're awful.
Right. I think the Bulls. I know they got Kobe White, but Kobe White played the one. I think Jalen Green.
I think Kobe White's due soon.
And again, that's another one. Kobe White, he's going to get paid. And so Kobe White, the Bulls, maybe. I mean, there's teams.
I don't even know if he's better than Josh Giddey right now.
See, that's the thing. Like
Jalen Green, I
that's
don't even know if he's better than Josh Giddey.
I wouldn't say better. I say more. I think Giddey's more valuable right now than Jalen Green for sure.
No. I don't think Josh Giddey's more valuable.
I think he is. I think he is.
I think
he
you
just
can
so he
go
can play
both.
point. I think he just so you can play the point guard this year.
6'8".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 6'8".
Plays defense.
He showed his value this year for sure. But I think for the Suns, I think after this trade, they're in a better spot than what they were.
But it's not enough
yesterday.
But it's not enough for this year.
Yeah,
it's not enough for the foreseeable future.
You don't know that.
I think it's too early to tell that. I think
you see what I'm saying? Like, this year, you're in a critical spot.
OKC will be a contender for many, many years.
Okay, so if that's the case, what team in the West is in a good spot?
The San Antonio Spurs are in a fantastic spot.
The Rockets.
The Rockets are in a great
spot. The Rockets, you want to talk about 5? Their window. Where's it at? Kevin
that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Jamal.
Difference, I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But how many teams realistically have a window?
The Rockets just opened the window by getting KD.
I agree.
But the Suns are in a good spot because now there's no more window. You don't got to worry about no window for a minute. That's a good spot to be in the NBA because especially when you got. I think with D'Lo, I think his main issue with the Suns. Mine too is Bradley Beal. It's going to be damn near impossible to get off that contract. If you can get off
I don't
Beal,
think it's just Bradley Beal either. They don't have enough talent.
I say keep Jalen Green for 1 year. I think Jalen Green, you have to keep him. You have to keep him.
Of Devin Booker, man.
Outside of Book and who's your other guy? Ryan Dunn, is that his name?
That's the young guy,
yeah. Outside of those two, you guys don't have anything.
Nick Richards, he's solid.
When you look at
Nick Richards is okay. I mean, we have Grayson Allen who
fine.
led the league in 3-point shooting. The other, we have Royce O'Neal who's a decent. Now again, I'm not saying these guys are championship contending role players, but again,
it's just the value that they offer other teams. So to know what you're going to get back, that's really what Lo is saying. Like, you need to have pieces like Jalen Green is likely the piece that you have right now that you can dangle, but players that excite other Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn is which I know that you guys aren't trying to get rid of him, but that's a player that would excite certain organizations to go, oh, well, y'all might have something we want, so here you go. And you just don't. You look at the Suns roster, and you don't see a lot of that. And so, I think what Lo is looking at is when you look at the grand scheme of the next 3 years are likely sewn up and easily in the West. When you look at the teams that are going to contend, the next 3 years, Phoenix Suns are not getting there.
No.
And so you already said at least Devin Booker's a Phoenix Sun for the next 3 years. Well, then you start to scratch your head and go, well, if he's only a Sun for guaranteed 3 years, and the next 3 years are sewn up in the West, what's our real plan for Devin Booker? And I can understand that because you're talking about a player who's a top 10 player in the league-ish. His legacy. This is a player who, when we talking to the conversation we just had, championship or bust type stuff, where does your legacy lie at the end? He's He's messed up this year career points because he had KD. He likely would have averaged 29, 30 points this season if no KD was here. So he's made so many sacrifices for the organization. How many is he going to continue to make?
Let me ask you this, though, Tam. Let me ask you this.
Doing something for himself.
Let me ask you this. When did any expectations for Devin Booker even blossom? The bubble, right? I say the bubble is when we finally said, okay, this guy we need to see something from him.
Needs to compete.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get Chris Paul. And then that window, that little window that was this is now this. Now it's bigger. That's what KD just did to the Rockets. Right. But other than that, like, if you never pair Chris Paul with Devin Booker, you never pair Kevin Durant with him, you would have never like even seen the potential in him winning 2 games in the finals, or leading the team to playoff success. We had no expectation for this guy up until he's finally said, "All right, I'm tired of losing. Let's win now." So now we're past all of that. We're past the Chris Paul thing, past the KD thing. It's up to Devin Booker now. And we talked about this before we got on air. It's up to Book now. Book got to go. We can't even, he has no leverage until he can go and get you 30 a night. Every night. Like, I'm not average 30, like average 30 points per game, average 31, 32. Because he's capable of doing it. But I don't think he has, not him. I'm sorry. The Suns. The Suns don't have leverage.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me flip that. Yeah, the Suns don't have leverage up until Devin Booker can give you 30 a night. Because if he's giving you everything he got and it's still ain't enough, and y'all giving him draft picks, y'all giving him players, and after 3 years it's not enough, then to what Tone is saying, maybe he do say, all right, I gotta go. But I think we haven't seen option one, Devin Booker alone, hoops to where it leads to success enough to where we can say, okay, he can bounce from Phoenix. I think I don't think he wants to leave Phoenix. I think Phoenix is really his spot. This is his base.
Yeah.
This is where he want to be at. And again, expectations it came so fast, but expectations can go quickly too. So I don't know.
And that's fine. Book can want to be a Sun all he wants, but if you're looking at it from the Suns' perspective, from the GM of the Phoenix Suns,
right?
Realistically, there is nothing, again, that I think that they are doing in the next 5 years. I don't think that there is.
How many teams genuinely in the West do you think are really going to compete to come out of the West?
I just named them.
4. I can think of 4.
I can
in the
name
next 3 years.
6 right now. 5.
In the next 3,
I can't go that many.
name 5 or 6.
I can't name that many. I can name the Thunder. I can name the Thunder. I can name the Rockets. I can name the Spurs.
Rockets. Yep. How about the back-to-back conference champions or appearances in the Minnesota Timberwolves?
The Nuggets.
The
They got
Nuggets?
Jokic, man. They always go after Jokic.
I don't think those teams are like unless they make huge moves in the offseason.
Denver just
But they are definitely more competing than the Phoenix Suns.
You keep bringing. Okay, I understand that, but I'm saying realistically, for the rest of the West, I can name 3, maybe 4 teams that can actually give the Thunder a run for their money.
Yes.
You know that the Dallas Mavericks is on that list? Healthy?
No. No.
I think if Cooper Flag turns out to who we all think he's going to be, then yes, the Mavericks in the 3-year window that you have will be better than the Phoenix Suns.
I'm about to take my head off and throw it out the window. I am not comparing these teams to the Phoenix Suns. I am comparing these teams to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Is that not where you're saying in 3-4 years they're going to be competing for that spot?
No,
that's what I'm telling you.
I'm not saying the Suns are going to compete, but I'm saying that a lot of these teams can be in the same position as the Phoenix Suns. Because they are in a purgatory. They're going to be mediocre. They're not going to compete.
How much does Devin Booker have for that, though? How much can Devin Booker take of that, though? Like, I think what D'Lo's asking is how long can he take those 5 years of being
It's not going to be 5 years. Like, I'm telling you.
It's going to be 5 years.
Can I speak?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, if you go out and win 30 games this year, my tone will be completely different. It will be completely different. I would not be surprised if the Suns go out and win 30 games this year that Devin Booker is going to be asking for out. I will not be surprised. I just don't think that's going to happen.
You think
The Suns aren't going to win 30 games. They're going.
You're thinking they're winning more than 30?
Yes, they're going to win more than 30 games. Okay, who wants to put a bet? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet?
I don't even know if they can be a play.
We already got a bet. I'm pretty sure we got a bet. You got to go find
Let
it.
me look at my phone.
I don't think that they will be a play.
We bet on the 36 wins.
The 36 wins.
Sure. I'm pretty sure we bet on that already.
Yeah. I think they win more.
We got to go find that somewhere.
Well, 36, I guess. 36 ain't too high. It's more than 30.
Okay, D'Lo, let's
It's
bet.
like,
over or under.
it's like the only team I can see them sneaking in for is Sacramento, but even then,
Okay. 36 wins. Over under.
I'll take the over, but not by a whole lot.
I just said 30. I just said less than 36. And you looked at me like I was an insane person.
I think that they win less than 40 games.
I think they at least go 500 next year.
You're
telling
me
I'm willing to
something.
bet on that.
New Orleans might play better than they did.
I can't say that again this
No,
year,
New
but I
Orleans on some
definitely
voodoo.
think San Antonio is in
I
that
love
mix.
my home state. But they on some voodoo-ish. They on some dark
But
energy.
you gotta remember, this year Zion has to play. They ain't gonna care.
No, I think they about to trade Zion.
I think Zion's gone.
You gotta
And that's fine, but even then, they're still not better than San Antonio.
No, that's if they all stay healthy. But
If I'm San Antonio, I'm hitting up Milwaukee. Stephon Castle, Vassell, Sohan, this pick and a pick next year. Give me honest. Fuck you, Tom. What?
yeah,
Castle,
And I ain't gonna lie.
Vassell, Sohan. This year's pick and next year's pick. You got it. For Giannis, because KD's out the window. KD's gone. You're not getting KD. But Giannis is still out there, and you got everything you need to go get him, bro. Go get him.
I think you go get Giannis.
You have to. Him and Wemby.
And De'Aaron Fox.
That fast break about to be nasty.
Yeah. Giannis said he wanted to stay in Milwaukee. I don't know why.
He's probably going to stay in Milwaukee. That's another team we didn't even mention is in the East. Now, if they go out and make a move or two, they still have one of the top 3 players in the world.
Nah. Yeah.
They don't have enough either. When we talk about bleak futures, they're one of them too. Brook Lopez is old. Kyle Kuzma is just bad. Dame is out with the Achilles. Their future is even worse. The only reason that they're going to be good is because of Giannis.
I think they're
some of these teams. I mean, Utah has nothing.
Milwaukee.
Except Lauri Markkanen. Utah has nothing. Portland has nothing.
They'll all be the bottom of the barrel next year. Utah,
Portland might be
the Pelicans.
Portland have them running.
They're gonna be right there at 11.
Portland could low key be better than Phoenix next year.
That's who y'all gonna be fighting with. Pelicans.
Portland.
How much you want? Let's bet.
Oh yeah, Portland might be better.
I'm not willing to bet on that, and I don't care that much either. And I don't really care that much, to be honest.
No, because now you've been on my team. Now I care.
We have a bet already.
I'm pretty sure that we have a
36 win over or under bet.
I think Sacramento. It's
if
hard
we don't,
to tell.
We can make that. I'll make the 36 win
because DeMar DeRozan might be out of Sacramento. Yeah, so if they get rid of DeMar DeRozan, are they better than Sacramento?
If they get rid of DeMar DeRozan? Yeah.
Okay, so let's name top 10 teams in the West next year. No order, but let's name top 10. Who we think making the playoffs and they're playing?
OKC, Houston.
All right. Okay.
Denver.
Okay.
Lakers.
Okay.
Wolves.
All right.
Mavericks. Mavericks.
Iffy. That's iffy, but okay.
Huh?
Clippers.
Ooh, that's iffy too.
They still have Harden and Kawhi and all of those pieces over there.
Okay, Clippers.
Powell, Zubats.
All right,
Warriors.
Golden State.
It's 8.
That's 8 already. Now we're looking at play-in teams and potential, risers. San
You said Spurs
Antonio,
yet?
Suns and
We
Spurs.
already-
Antonio and Memphis.
Suns and Spurs.
Memphis is still in
Memphis.
there. Memphis
They're
is
not
still
better
in
than
there.
Memphis.
I think they can be.
Oh my goodness.
It's time to wrap up the
Yeah,
show.
tell you
dog.
I think they can be.
Everybody, we we appreciate it. We love
Yeah,
Why-
we
Hey,
are
why?
so
Hey, why when I have an
positive.
opinion, everybody want to put it down?
because your
Your
bias.
opinion is
your
wrong. Your
can
bias
take
is
us off
crazy.
the road.
You
You
said
got the little scooter, the razor.
you said D'Lo. You literally said the Cavs are in the top 3 team in the East.
I stand by that statement. I'm biased.
That's not biased.
No,
that's not biased.
super biased. But the thing is that the Cavs
Well, I can't
can't
be biased?
good. The
See, I
Cavs
can't be
can't be
biased?
good. The Suns have D-Book, and that's it.
JG. Come on, man.
And we're
You know what's
and we're
crazy,
thinking
Lamar? Is
that
even though
he's going to be
being-
a play-in team.
even though Lowe's being biased, you're on record stating that records sometimes don't matter, and that
They don't
Indy was more than a top 4 seed.
The who? Oh, Indy was the best team in the East.
You think the Suns right now are
Record
better
don't
than the Kings?
So let me ask you this:
Huh? Yeah,
The
I think
Kings.
they're better than the Kings.
You think Cleveland's gonna be better than the Knicks next year?
No.
Regular
No.
season, maybe.
I can see that, but no.
Regular season, maybe.
I
Not
can
in
see the
playoffs.
Cavs going all out again in the regular season, but
Yeah,
no, they ain't
I
gonna be
think they're
better
good.
than
I think they'll
Knicks.
begin the regular season.
I don't even know if they're gonna have
The
all
Cavs, man, The Cavs better. Hey, Kevin, you watching this? Man, y'all better lock in, man, because this is literally y'all year, bro. Y'all just won 60-something games with the Celtics healthy, with all these teams, bro. Pacers and Celtics are done, like
Yeah.
that, and Milwaukee's done too, bro. This is now or never, literally, for the Cavs. Like literally,
Yeah,
y'all should be.
I ain't gonna
It should be
lie.
no contest next year.
Detroit and Orlando, they knocking at the door. Watch.
Detroit need one more. Man, they need. I don't know who.
Orlando
they need.
might be in the finals next year.
I don't know who Detroit need, but they need somebody.
Before we end the stream, we don't do no Miami Heat talk.
Yeah, I'm so
Hey,
glad
nothing
you
to
said
talk
that,
about over
Tone.
there.
Hell no.
I'm
It
so
ain't nothing
glad
to
you
talk
said
about
that,
over there.
Tone. Wait, hold
There's
on.
nothing to talk about.
There
You talk
is.
about a future.
So no KD. What's next?
There is no next.
Yeah, you talking about my team like ain't no next. Ain't no next in Miami. Either.
Organization. The whole organization is over. No more Miami Heat.
No, Pat Riley needs to retire is what needs to happen. That old man has dementia.
See, there you go. Talking about that man like that.
Oh, before the end of the
No.
summer, I see Bam and
And
Green.
GTA.
He was the only realistic target was KD. He was the only realistic target.
Before the end of the summer, I see.
Nah,
Bam
see,
and
hey,
Green.
hold on. My bad. Not to interrupt. See, Kevin ain't no good because when we were talking about his team, he didn't want to say
He
that.
was
You wanna
silent.
say
Time to rebuild.
Now that we get to talking about Miami, now you want to talk about time to rebuild. Kev, what you got to say about the Cavs and how dog crap they were in the playoffs?
But like,
Yeah,
listen,
that.
if you're Miami, you strike out time after time after time, and every star always has Miami listed as a destination, and every star does not end up in Miami.
You know what's funny? This
Because
is
I
not
don't want to
the
give
first,
up Haywood, Highsmith.
This is not the
Because-
first. This is not the first time Kevin Durant has had Miami on his wish list.
No,
it
not.
had in
He had it on
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn,
He had it in Brooklyn.
It
Bro,
was
they wouldn't.
it was the
They
number
wouldn't
2
want to
team.
give up. They wouldn't want to give up Jaime Vasquez, bro. Jaime Jaquez.
They
But
gotta give him up.
when you think about it,
They didn't want to give him up.
for Dame. They wouldn't give up for Mitch. They wouldn't give up for KD. They wouldn't give up for Kyrie. They wouldn't give up for KD again. What is it going to take for Pat Riley to
Nah,
have enough?
I ain't gonna lie.
New
This
ownership.
one was crazy. No, this one was crazy, Jamal, because all they needed,
All
Haywood
they had
Highsmith was
to
literally
include
enough. Jaime
Haywood Highsmith, Jaime
Vasquez and that
Jaquez.
pick was enough.
Yeah.
There was one
They
other
wouldn't
player
do
I think
it.
that was listed.
That's
I
what
think.
doesn't make any sense. Is you don't even play him. Why would you not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
like,
the thing is that we did not have to give up Khalil Ware.
Or Hero or Bam.
and you know what
Those
sucks? You know
are the
what
three
sucks?
untouchable.
If-
Or
If-
Duncan Robinson.
yeah,
Like
lay off of Bam.
none important was going. Nothing.
You
Bam's
know,
coming to Boston, baby.
you know what really sucks? After tonight, if the Suns were to trade Kevin Durant after tonight, after Tyrese Halliburton goes down for the year, I think Miami would have been willing to give up those pieces.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, for
because
sure.
of
Easy.
if they would have waited 24. I know we've been saying, oh, get the trade out of the way, just get it done already. If they would have waited 24 more hours, 24.
I don't even think 24. If they would have waited 12.
Yeah, to the first quarter.
Yeah, they all they
They
had to
They would
do
have
was
did
wait
shit
until the
mid
first
game.
quarter, and then they
Mid
say,
game.
"Sorry, Houston, we're renegotiating." Click. That's all they had to do.
All right,
James Jones
fuck it.
said
All right,
shoot.
hey, you know what? Who you want? Okay.
Jaime's back on the board.
Yeah,
Hame.
And you know
Who
what
else?
Houston would have
They
said?
do
All right,
Delaware?
you can have Jabari now.
Khalil Ware. Hey,
Yep.
you funny.
Dog.
You know
Hey,
what I
hold on,
mean?
hold
But
on.
like, if you're Miami, there's no one else to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You don't have enough to
Zach
go get a
LaVine.
Giannis.
No.
Zach LaVine, go ahead and get Harold.
That's the
Go
target. I
ahead, get
think is
DeMar.
DeMar
Yeah, go
DeRozan.
get
All right, go
Debo.
ahead, get
You know
DeMar
Notre Dame.
DeRozan.
But
Hey,
what
hey,
does
you know,
it
hey,
do for
speaking of
you?
which, hey, go. Hey, you can have Jalen Green. You can have him. Go ahead, take him. Hey, give
For
me,
who?
huh? Give me Jaime. Give me Jaime in the first. I'll take him.
That's kind of crazy.
Jaime in the
No,
first.
Tyler is a better version of Jalen Green.
Oh, I agree.
Agree.
I agree.
But we
But
don't
there's
need
no
him.
third option.
I agree.
Tone, don't do that. Tone, don't.
I
You know,
agree.
I
He's
don't
not
really
as
got a
athletic.
problem with Miami. But
Jalen
Tyler
Green's
Hero
more
is
athletic.
absolutely better than
Jalen Green's way
Green.
more athletic, but
That's
yeah,
it.
I agree.
Tyler Hero is better than everything
I'll
else.
say this. Now, I think Jalen Green has a higher ceiling, but I
He
would say
does.
If he wants,
Tyler's more
see,
consistent at this moment.
Jalen Green gotta want it, man. It's
Tyler
that
has
simple.
shown up in certain certain games where he's needed.
I-
They needed him.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know.
DeMar
Jalen Green has a
DeRozan.
higher ceiling.
Hey, I'm sad about
I-
losing.
I guess. Just-
I am sad about losing Jalen Green.
Or
That was
Zach
my guy,
LaVine.
man.
One of those guys in Sacramento is a target for Pat Riley, I guess. But
Hey, you
it's
bring
like
bring in
those. That's
Sabonis. Bring in Sabonis.
tho-
Have him play the five. Have Ben play the four.
but those aren't needle movers.
told
They're
you
not.
the game is headed, bro. Chill.
Hey, hold on.
Even if we
what's
get
next
any
for
of those
Boston, man?
guys, I don't think that they beat Orlando. I don't think that they beat New York. I don't think that they beat Detroit.
A year to develop.
I don't
Hey,
think
y'all
they
gonna be
beat
the 10th seed
Cleveland.
next year. Y'all gonna be the 9th seed. Y'all gonna make the play.
We're gonna
Hey,
run it back again, and
Let
we're
me
gonna be
try.
a 9 seed or a 10 seed, and we're somehow gonna make the playoffs and get swept in the first round again. So we can move on from my team. I've had enough of Pat Riley. He needs to move on.
No, the Heat suck. They're gonna suck for the next 5 years.
What's
How about
the
now?
what's the
Oh yeah, we're in the
what's next
same
for
boat,
Boston,
Maul.
man? What's next for Boston? It's
We should
real.
reset. We should both reset. We'll trade
You know,
Tyler and Bam. We'll send them to Boston, and you can send Devin Booker to
Whoa.
Detroit, and we can have
Whoa.
a big old party of just
Send D Book to
mediocre
You know what?
Houston.
That's not a bad idea. You know, finally, D-Lo, thank you for inviting me to a
Send
party.
D Book to Houston with KD
No. Shut
and
that.
Amen Thompson.
No, shut up.
No, you don't want
If we
that.
go send him somewhere.
Send Devin Booker to the East.
Yeah, you get rid of
don't.
Amen Thompson.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. You bring.
You
Hey,
All
doing too much,
right,
bro.
yeah, hey,
you don't want to get him up.
You
Hey,
doing
you
too
give
much,
us.
bro. What do you?
Hey, you
What do
give
you
us.
what?
Hey,
No,
you give us
you
a
can't.
man. You give us a man, Jabari, and 3
Bro,
firsts. I'll give you Book.
What? Like, what else?
Wow.
You
Oh,
can't
get the
have Booker,
time.
That's
Fred
my-
Get the
VanVleet
time,
in a
man.
first.
I
You-
never
you-
heard. I never
You
thought
give
I
me.
would
Hey,
hear.
you give
That
me
was
a man,
wild.
Jabari, and 4 firsts. I'll give you Book.
Wow, 4 firsts.
Give me 4. Yeah, and I need.
Kyson,
Tyson,
let me
you
just
really
deplete
put
my
us
team.
for Fred VanVleet in a first? Like that's not gonna happen.
The first
not
ain't gonna be
getting-
worth nothing. We'll be winning chips.
You're not getting booked for Fred VanVleet in the first.
Man, you crazy
Fred
as hell.
VanVleet, Cam, Reed.
No. Now his mic ain't working.
We trading Drew Holiday and Porzingis to Miami for Bam. So
No, you're
Don't do
not.
that, bro.
No,
Don't
you're
do
not.
that, bro.
You're
Jamal.
Jamal. Fix your microphone. Damn.
No, it's working perfectly. Don't mind them.
There you go. There you go.
See, but I'm
go.
so sick and tired of toning this band of Boston.
Damn it. I don't understand what you think Boston.
When you say that, it really makes me want to hit you.
That's what I'm
Like, for
saying,
real.
bro.
Jesus.
I want to get physically violent when Tone says Bam to Boston. I want to get physically violent. If I ever seen Bam in that ugly ass green, I'm gonna stop watching the NBA. I'm gonna stop watching it. No, he's not.
Yo, that's crazy. He said it makes me want to hit you.
Bro,
That's
I'm
Nah,
so
wild.
that's
serious too.
crazy.
I'm so serious too.
Nah, that's
I'm
crazy
tired of
work.
hearing it.
No pause.
Oh, that's a good point. No, that's a good
That's a
point.
great point.
Excellent point.
That's
I
a good.
didn't think about it. My bad.
No
Pause.
pause is
My bad.
crazy.
Pause.
Hey, Dell, we're going on 3 hours, bro.
Shout
Yeah.
out Kyson.
We're about to be.
Shout out to those that have watched for 3 hours about
Yeah,
Yeah,
us
man,
shout
shout out
out
to
talking.
y'all,
all the
man.
members.
Mm.
Like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to people who always comment. Go, Jay!
Hey, Gucci. Hey, Untamed was back
Shout
in the
out
comments
Gucci.
today.
Untamed back in the comments. Back
Yes,
in
sir.
the
Of course,
comments.
Kev.
Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on here, so we have to do it big, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Hey,
know what I'm
guys.
saying?
Hey, Kyson
Appreciate
always
y'all
bring that.
boys.
Oh, he always bring that good content, man.
Shout out to Pause, the brains in the chat, man.
Oh yeah. The brains of the group in the chat. Yeah, aka Kev.
Yeah, he a
Yes, sir,
Cavs fan. He
Kev.
got no brain.
Duncan. Man.
Hey,
When's the NBA
Man,
draft?
talk about Evan Mobley being a two-way. That man's got no brain.
Hey,
When's
right
the-
now. Hey, right now. Hey, if you're the Cavs or the Bucks, you trading Evan Mobley for Giannis straight up?
No, you are
No.
not. Shut up.
Just saying.
No,
No.
you're not. Are you trading Giannis for Evan Mobley straight up?
Huh?
No.
Are you trading? You're Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
You hear? I'll take Giannis. You can have Evan Mobley straight up. Tell me you're not slamming the phone and blocking that number.
There's
No,
probably
I am.
one
for sure.
player
All right.
that there's probably one player, and that's Nikola Jokic. I don't think the Bucks are answering the phone for
That's still a bad trade.
SGA?
SGA.
That's still a
SGA?
bad trade.
SGA.
He's
Whoa.
not 7 feet tall.
Hey,
Giannis-
and you know it's crazy coming from Tone because he's the biggest SGA meat writer of all of us.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
yo.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
doing-
he was nodding his
I'm
head kind of
doing-
fast. He was nodding his head kind of fast. He was saying that.
It's
I'm
like,
doing
yeah,
exactly
that's
what
me.
Milwaukee doing. I'm holding Giannis hostage, and if you want him, I need everything.
Okay.
Everything.
The lint
Period.
out the bottom of your pocket, the inside, the small pocket.
I need the
lint
deed
out
to
of
your
that.
house. I need pink slips. I need everything.
You need the key to your house, your car.
I need the
family?
outfit on your back.
One-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
Girlfriend
walk away
and
with
your
your
baby
drawers
mama.
on. Yeah, you
For
walk away with your
Giannis,
drawers
a
on.
top.
Mhm.
You talking about like a top 20 player all time already? Like, come on, man.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold
Slow
on.
down.
Let's
Slow down.
hold on now.
He might not be wrong. He
I'm
might
just
not be
saying, man.
wrong.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about. Hold
Consistent
on.
as they come. 30 points per game. 30 and 12 for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
Alright,
3
Giannis
years.
is a baller.
He's
That's
for sure.
insane, bro. 30
Yeah,
and 12.
I go 30. I go top 30. I won't say top 20 though.
Here's the thing, though, is I'll say this. If I think that if Rasheed Wallace, if Kevin Garnett, if there's other players who were given the opportunity that Giannis is given right now, they'd likely have similar accomplishments. Just for me personally watching
Hold on,
them,
who?
Rasheed Wallace, Kevin Garnett,
Yeah.
huh?
KG has literally had the same opportunity Giannis has had. What are we talking about?
No. KG
What-
had
what?
teammates that were shooting the basketball 15 to 20 times a
What
game.
opportunities did Giannis have that these guys haven't had?
Bro, Giannis made the opportunity.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, but the NBA has changed. So there's less. There are some system teams, but Giannis gets the ball and goes up the you don't see that. You didn't see that freedom for power forwards and centers back in the day. Shaq grabbed the rebound and gave it to Kobe. Like there was not a lot of power forwards that would running the basketball up.
I don't know. I've seen a transition take from Shaq, and he took
Yeah,
the ball. And
there are a few little, but those were highlights. Giannis does this 30 times a game.
That's his
started
game.
that? Who started that?
That's his
makes
game.
it makes it normal.
But
Exactly. That's
Barkley
his
could have did that.
game.
Charles Barkley could have done that.
Well, who started that? Like who'd you see like of the 7-footers, right? That gave an opportunity. Who'd you see start like that? Like, I don't have to give it to a guard. If I believe I can do it, I'm gonna take it down.
Again, part of it was
Shut
coaching.
up.
You
I'm
had-
just
Lord.
I'm just
Can we
saying.
get out of here? I'm so sick of Maul right now. I'm so sick and
What?
tired. I
I'm
get
just
physically
saying.
violent with him.
Who is
Fire-
he? Who is he
fire
referencing?
Draymond Green.
Who is he referencing?
KD.
He's talking about KD.
Oh hell no! What?
Yeah, and I'm finna get
Doesn't make no
viral. We gotta end
sense.
the show.
LeBron
We gotta-
James in the league before Kevin Durant. Man, cut it out.
LeBron was definitely
Cut it out. See, you messed
LeBron
up.
ain't 7 feet.
Yeah, you
LeBron
threw
ain't 7 feet.
yourself an alley.
6'9". He up there. Shit,
Oh, yeah,
that's
definitely.
big.
No.
It's a big
He ain't
dude.
7 feet. He ain't 7 feet. And he can't shoot
Man,
like
look,
KD.
all I'm I don't Giannis, he literally made himself a system. Literally
Yeah,
made
yeah.
himself.
That I agree with for
That's
sure.
why I gotta. I don't know.
Giannis created his own opportunities. The KG and Rasheed Wallace, and I don't. Those guys aren't nearly as
Man, it
skilled.
said
I don't believe
Rasheed Wallace.
as Giannis. Yeah,
Rasheed.
Wallace.
Okay,
Probably.
Rashid is crazy, but I don't think KG is that crazy.
KG, but my thing is KG had
KG
his
He
made
was
own
doing that in
team before.
Minnesota.
But
He
KG
was
Exactly.
doing that
wasn't
in
as
Minnesota.
dominant. He wasn't as dominant as Giannis is.
If you had Stephon Marbury,
That's it. That's it.
I mean, he was like a top three
I
point
was
guard in the NBA, maybe top four
I was
in the
I
NBA.
was waiting for him to continue.
He was second to Allen Iverson for Rookie of the Year. Stephon Marbury was a walking bucket. Why would I say anybody else? Yeah, Stephon Marbury. It's like saying, yeah,
No,
Allen Iverson.
It was the
What
pause.
did he say? Allen
It was
Iverson.
no,
the
it's the
pause.
pause. I'm not mad at who you said. I thought you were gonna keep going.
Nah, that's all I gotta say. It's like that's what I'm saying. Stephon Marbury was watching what he did in New York. He was doing even more in Minnesota. Like they were the team to beat for a year or two. Minnesota was arguably the best.
No, thanks for the laugh, Tone.
No, that
that
was
was
sweet,
that
man.
was funny.
Thank you all for watching.
You know what I'm saying? And it's even doper when I do it for TV.
Thank you all for watching.
Hey man, let's get the F out of here, man.
This has been a 3-hour episode. I think this is the longest episode we've ever had.
We got 3 minutes, man.
Hey, shout out SGA, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
MVP.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, shout out to the new NBA
We ain't here to
champions.
push
So Tone
NBA
can stop
media.
saying,
Yeah, actually, you know
saying that
what?
they stood a chance.
The new Finals MVP, Jaylen Brown. Who?
Mm.
Thank you all for
You
watching.
know,
Hey, I think in hindsight we can say that Finals MVP was, come on, man. That was agenda pushed.
I don't see it.
Tatum
What,
deserved
for-
that, man. Damn near average triple-double in the finals, man.
hey man, I'm still rooting for J-Dub, Finals MVP. Hoorah!
I think it's too late.
Yeah. OKC in 8, right?
Okay, OKC in 9.
Okay, why are we saying OKC? They already won.
OKC in 9.
He said
They
the
already
winner
won.
of Game
Yeah,
7
nah, it's first to
has
5, man.
150% more chances to win the series.
First to 5.
Thank you all for watching. Shout out to these lovely gentlemen here. They are fantastic. They are amazing. Kyson, man, that was fantastic. Game 7 episode of the NBA Finals. I think this has definitely been one of my favorites. This was dope. And of course, yeah. Shout out. What are you pointing to the diapers?
The diapers, you already know.
Oh yeah,
I need-
yeah. Oh yeah. Hey,
I need
huh?
some. Y'all need some. Let me know. Give me
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
that was a little low.
hey, I ain't gonna need it no time soon, hopefully, but anyways, yeah. Shout out
Get
to
us
Neff.
out of
Yeah,
here.
I thought hold on. I was shouting out Neff. Yeah, I seen Neff in the building for a little bit. So, anyways, sorry. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to these lovely gentlemen for putting on a great show tonight. That is going to close out our show. If nobody else is going to tell you, I love you, you matter, and you have value. You might even have as much value as Jalen Green. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out. We all love you. You matter. As always, it is nice to be important, but it's much, much more important to be nice. Shout out Kyson. Shout out D-Lo. And of course, shout out LG. Shout out Tone. And thank you all for watching Untamed Gucci. All of y'all. Kevin.
Moose.
Comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe.
And we will see you maybe Wednesday. NBA draft. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Draft
Go.
night, live draft night. That'd be tough.
Deuces.
Ha!